All right, folks, we're back. We're back. We can't see anything on the screen right now, but we are back. We were just informed. So let's try that one more time. I'm Zach Teep, most famous for breaking the stream as soon as I sit down, and I'm joined by Cy.
Heck yes.
Wonderful GDEX in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. We're at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. Much better than the Lesser Columbus Convention Center.
Or even the Medium Columbus Convention Center. That place is kind of whack.
The average. there's no like superfluous, like superlative or anything that goes there. It's just the Columbus Convention Center, and that's boring.
Yeah, nobody
wants
be
that.
great. Time is short.
Yeah, be great. Be great.
You know?
Strive to be greater. That's one thing that we can learn from the Greater Columbus Convention Center. What does GDEX stand for? GDEX stands
Game
for
Developer Expo.
Oh, nice. See, I wasn't ready for you to actually be ready to say that.
Oh, sorry.
So I had a bunch of jokes ready, but I mean, I'm glad that we know it stands for the.
We'll just act like I never said it.
The game. No,
Who's there?
Okay. We can't.
Knock knock.
Can they hear that? How sensitive are these mics? If I punch the desk, do they hear it? All right. So what's been going on at this tournament so far, Si? I literally walked in 5 minutes ago.
Okay, so the first match I saw, which is a fun challenge.
It's a fun challenge.
It's a fun challenge.
So what's been going on?
I can't correct myself.
Right.
You know. So far we just saw our first match with Muffle and Eris, which was an Inkling Pikachu team.
My boy Muffle used to be Nightstorm Fox. He's a good one.
His name was Nightstorm Fox?
And he changed it to Muffle, yeah, I know.
That sounds like Rivals DLC.
Yeah, it does, actually. I would love to see him, like, as a Rivals character. I think if anyone in, like, the local Ohio Smash community could be a Rivals character, it definitely wouldn't be Muffle, but we can pretend it would be.
You really had me going there. I was like, would it really be
definitely
Muffle?
Wouldn't be him. I love that guy, but it definitely wouldn't be him.
I think it'd be Biggie Cheese just as himself.
Oh, definitely.
That'd be my solid.
Playing his own self as a human.
That's my guess. But which would be scary because he is taller than me and he's like barely 18. But enough about that.
Nobody knows how tall you are. That statement doesn't mean anything.
I'm 6'3".
Okay, you can't just say, "Oh, he's taller than me." You could be 5'6".
I could
They're
be.
not gonna know.
Cameras are weird.
Yeah,
I saw
dude.
Niecy Nash in real life. She's like 5'2", and I was like, "What?"
Well, you know, they say the camera adds like 15 pounds, but if it adds 15 pounds of height, then that's kind of good, actually.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is like a 4th grader IRL.
Bruno Mars is super small, but I mean, if it makes me look like a tall, strapping gentleman, then you can put a camera on me anytime you want.
Anything that makes me look strapping, because my gosh,
yeah. So you guys should strap in here because we're here at GDEX for this doubles event. I don't know who any of these people on stream are. Oh, one of them is Muffle. That's Muffle.
Okay, so Muffle, it's Muffle and Eris again.
Okay, Muffle and Eris. So Eris plays Pikachu, you said.
Yes.
Do you know where Eris is from?
I don't.
I assume Northeast Ohio if he knows Muffle, but I've never seen him before, so
I don't know.
It's exciting to learn.
For all I could be, it could be his little brother, but that's just fan fiction
possible.
because I have no idea.
Right, it's possible. So
Hey,
it's Muffle.
it's us.
Hey, there we are. That's me right there.
Hello.
So that's Muffle and Eris versus a guy who looks like he'd be the guitarist of a Weezer cover band, and a guy in a hoodie. I didn't have any jokes about the guy in the hoodie because he's just giant.
Well, he got an Igor hoodie on, so he has good taste.
So his name is Igor until we learn otherwise.
Yes.
Versus his name's probably James, and he's the guitarist of a Weezer cover band.
That guy, he's got James energy. Yeah,
he has big James energy.
Mad James energy.
All of the James energy. Like just floating in from far away.
Just emanating. I'm catching it. I'm going to be James in like 20 minutes.
I'm not James K. Polk on Twitter, but I'm about to have to change that because this man's about to James me up.
About to get
I don't like that as a verb. So that's a questionable
About
verb.
to James you?
Yeah, he's going to James me, bro. He's going to rustle my jimmies. Get it? Because Jimmy is short for James, but wow, we laughing out here, baby. Noon in Columbus, Ohio at beautiful GDEX from the Greater Columbus Convention Center, presented by Cougar. What's that? I know what that means, but I don't think that's what they mean.
Oh, they also sell headsets
They
instead of what you were thinking.
Okay. I mean, are we
I know
wearing
what
a
you were
Cougar-
thinking.
Am I wearing a Cougar headset right now?
You are.
I like it.
And Cougar chairs.
It's not
We
a Cougar
lied.
headset? Well, whatever it is, I still like it.
Cougar chairs.
These
Look, it says
are
Cougar.
Cougar chairs.
You know?
I don't know if they were made by a Cougar or if they just have the branding on it, but yeah.
It's fun
they're
towing the
chairs.
line, knowing exactly what you mean and not diving in with it.
I'm talking about the chairs, man. They're comfy. I'm leaning back. I'm happy. We're chilling.
Real cool at the
We have a wireless controller connected. That's incredible because I thought I knocked out power to the entire venue 5 minutes ago, but evidently I didn't.
Only the important parts for what's happening right
Right,
here.
only the parts that they can actually see.
The Red Bull station with Street Fighter that no one's playing on, perfectly fine.
Dude, one of my close friends is the guy that does the Red Bull truck at like all the Smash events and stuff.
Hey,
and he's not here. It's not him. I wish it was him. I'm sure that's a great event, and a great show and everything. And I'm gonna go play some Street Fighter later. We can play if you want.
Yeah.
But it's not my boy Tyler, so I don't know. I'm sure that's a nice guy running. I can't wait to meet him.
There's still an uncomfortable amount of Red Bull just in the arena, which is great.
Really? I love Red Bull.
Yeah, there's like a cooler over there.
So did Red Bull sponsor GDEX to some degree then? They must have. So
I mean,
we'd
they
like
do
to
every
thank-
gaming, everything. We'll
Right,
just say yes.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Red Bull for providing me with the chance to not crash around 4 o'clock.
And if you didn't, well, thanks Red Bull anyway for keeping us alive.
It's great.
Okay,
so we're going to see how long these folks can stay alive. We got, I don't know who any of these people are.
Now we got the top tiers. All right.
We have JD and Donster. We got a Palu and a Joker.
Against a Joker trainer. So if anyone hasn't watched a lot of Smash, these are all characters that are absolutely at the top of the meta. Joker especially, but Palutena's like right behind, and then Trainer's a little bit further behind that, but still more than viable. You'll see any of these people in the top 8 like any day in any like big tournament, you know.
So right now we're seeing a separation. Both teams stay into either side, just trying not to engage too hard. We've got JD over there. He's rushing in. Here comes Alvi rising in. It's that Alvi Ivysaur rising in. Call it Alvysaur. Here he goes, trying to take care of things on the side. JD makes it back. We've got Donster and Rob battling in a really close Joker matchup.
You know what's wild? He was going for Tetracaricon or whatever it's called above the platform, and it seems like it wouldn't be that great of an idea, but the hitbox on the thing is so massive, I'm actually surprised it didn't hit the Joker below.
A stalemate over on the side, and then Rob just rushes in with that F smash. Arsene backed out of nowhere, and that takes care of the first stock going to blue. And rushing right back is Alvi taking care of Donster, and 2 stocks down. Donster and JD, what do they have to do to change things up, Sai?
I would think JD needs to slow down a little bit on the approaches because you see you see Rob kind of baiting out a lot of these like nairs, trying to like fiend or trying to like farm for like Arsene, which is something. It's weird that Palutena's not gonna press a button. So you see how he's going for it right there. He's starting to call it out, starting to bait it out a little bit.
Rob with perfect stage control over there on the side, but Johnster is able to beat out Alvi over on the left and even things out just a little bit, and here we go.
That was actually a pretty good team save from Blue Team because he was thoroughly about to get up smashed by JD, but running in with that Squirtle up B, whether intentional or not, totally saved that stock. And with all this Arsene, it's very important to keep him around.
Rob and Alvi trying to claim their turf. Complete stage control, and there comes Alvi with an up air that took out approximately half the competitors in the match at the same time. Doing some damage, but they are up a stock here.
Good coverage either way. Alvi ready for that Palutena warp too, throwing that down air out at the ledge. Even post-nerf, it is a terrifyingly strong move. It is massive.
Alvi trying to knock JD off stage. If they can go 2 stocks up, it'll be big, and they do. 2 stocks up for blue, and in great healthy percent. Donster and JD have to find something fast.
And a lot of really good reads coming from Alvi too. He seems to be really on the ball. He's 3 for 3 for like figuring out where Palutena is going to go and having the punishes ready.
Huge counter from Donster there as he's able to set things up with that Arsene backing.
Ooh, nice
Rob
reflect.
had Arsene as well, and that's going to keep him alive. And
there's
a
that
crushing counter. When Arsene meets Arsene, I guess Donster wins.
Donster had been looking for that counter for so long, too, so it's really important that he got it right there. And he tried to get it right there against Alvi, but Arsene ran out right at a weird spot, so he didn't get the punish he really wanted.
Arsene gone for Donster, but he might get him back really fast, and that's going to be huge. They need that. He's at 101% up in triple digits. Arsene helping him stay alive.
And Alvi's still at a really healthy percent on their second stock, not even their first.
That's massive.
Yeah, that's huge. And now they have Arsene back on the blue team, too, so they have to play this pretty much perfectly. They're both in kill percent with characters like Joker and Charizard running around.
JD trying to camp a little bit. He's trying to stay out of the way. Comes rushing in. That up smash does damage. Falls up with an up air up top against Rob, but the counter's able to keep him alive. Another counter. You just cannot attack this guy.
What's so wild about that is that, like, that would have been a kill on most characters in the cast at 90-something% that high in the blast zone.
But even Arsene, he was able to power through and stick around. But Donster is gone. Arsene wasn't enough there, and there comes Alvi just rushing in and tossing him into the ether.
Say, yo, get out my house, son. Just tossed her.
Just came in, he took care of business on one side, right?
Yeah.
Got rid of that Arsene, got rid of the threat, and then just ran over there, casually grabbed the opponent, and tossed them into the shadow realm.
From the whole stage over. was like, I got it. Like, it's fine.
Absolutely
She got
fearsome stuff. So we saw a big example of the game being controlled by Muffle, and I'm sorry, it's Arvy? We don't have it anywhere on our screen, so I'm not sure. So Muffle and Avis. Muffle and Eris. I'm sorry, Avis. I know a guy named Avis. That's his last name, but that's not who's on the screen right now. It's Muffle and Eris. So we got Muffle and Eris. They did a great job of controlling things there. What do their opponents have to do to even things out here?
I don't think it's actually Muffle and Eris.
Oh, that looks a lot like Muffle.
Yeah.
That looks so much like Muffle.
I thought it was.
So I just went off the in-game tags that we had. We're going to say it's Rob and Alvy. I don't know which one's Rob and which one's Alvy. But the point is, what did JD and Donster have to do to even things out here in the second game?
They need to be really conservative about, like, allowing Donster to have Arson. Obviously, you want to have it on your team versus theirs as much as you can, but they both were being super hyper-aggressive against Rob the whole time. And, again, as you saw, that down B was just solving so many of their problems. They just need to be really careful about that. They don't want to feed into Arson so early like they have been, and they want to call out these counters and get punishes.
So
that's been the big issue. Because Arson is taking so many stocks, like
so
just always.
So we've got Shibby and Alvy up in game one, taking care of business against Donster and JD. And here comes Shibby, also known as Rob. I assume his real name, his Christian name, is Shibby. But Rob is just an alias that he uses. So here comes Shibby and Alvy. JD roaring back to the stage. Shibby trying to take care of things on the right. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alvy comes rising up with that nair over on the left.
Nice
Donster
counter.
able to come
There
back
we
with
go.
that counter and even things out just a little bit. Oh,
Nice stuff.
Alvy hits that up air on JD, but Donster able to come in and clear him out. He said, you hit my teammate, I'm going to take care of you.
And that's going to be a big shift in the momentum for them, too, because, like, Ivysaur eats off that up air all day. So being able to, like, snuff it out and kind of discourage him from going for it, even if he starts going for it a little bit more later, he probably won't spam it as much right now because he just died pretty early for trying it. So that's going to be really big for Red Team.
Big opportunity here for Alvy. He's got Donster on the ropes, running off. Donster comes rising into that counter, but he misses it. Alvy throws him off into the distance, tries to follow up. Here comes Charizard to close things out.
Good attempt by JD to go down there and just try to, like, see if he can nair that tether recovery, but was a little bit off the mark.
Even stocks right now. This is a huge opportunity. Shibby gets the up throw on JD, but he's able to knock him out of the way.
Good.
Great stuff there. Great coverage from JD over there.
Yeah.
But in the end, it wasn't quite enough as Shibby was able to rise in and take care of business.
So one thing that's a little bit unique to this game is that jabs tend to leave you on, like, a lot of hits done, like Palutanas or, like, Game & Watches, for example. And he had an opportunity where he had the opponent, like, in that jab, and his teammate could have come in and cleaned that up, but he came from the opposite side and ended up killing his own partner, unfortunately.
Shibby's first stock Don from a great throw from JD. It's an interesting spot when you end up in that jab because you're walloping on your opponent. You're just wailing on him. But then they can come right in. Their teammate can in this instance and just punish you for it, even though you weren't doing anything wrong.
Ooh, great forward air gimp from Rob, calling out that tether. That was really smart.
Donster down to his last stock, but they do have...
It is totally even.
It's completely even at this point. And here we go. JD gets the throw off stage, trying to take care of business here. Shibby makes it back. He does have Arsene and stage control, but JD able to get that throw. And we see Alvy just over there wailing, but Arsene, big brother, comes in to save the day for Donster.
And you saw a little bit more patience there, too, from JD because, like, he was, again, he's starting to bait out those down Bs. But, I mean, eventually, Arsene counter is just so huge. It's going to connect, almost guaranteed at some point.
JD doing a great job of waiting off stage. He has 2 stocks still, so he's just holding on to those, letting Donster get walloped a little bit. He does lose the stock, and they elect not to stock share at this point.
You got to share that stock right now. This is way too much to deal with for one person.
They elect not to stock share. JD,
there
it is. I was going to say, JD's holding on to that stock for a reason. That dude's hanging around for a very good reason.
My whole thing is, like, if I ever have an extra stock or vice versa, I'm like, yo, just take it.
Well,
like,
JD was clearly camping. He was clearly holding on to his percent and just holding on to that stock because he knew Donster would need it. And now let's see what Donster can do with it.
Like, you might get some position advantages from, like, waiting it around, but you'll always, like, change up the neutral as soon as you pop in off that Angel platform and potentially save your teammate from anything.
Shibby knocks JD off stage, and now he has
punish? Oh,
neutral.
no.
JD looking for his opportunity. Wasn't able to do anything with it on that up smash.
Yeah.
With Arsene here, this is a dangerous position for Red Team. Knocks
getting
JD
thrown
right into that.
Again.
Great combo there, and now Donster against the ropes. A precipitous position to be sure. But
now
will Shibby and Alvy stock share? They do. And now in this 2v1, this is a
sharing the stock and then killing your teammate. You hate to see it, but we've all been there. It's rough. Oh, that was so much Arsene.
But
He's got full arson already. He read both of those attacks.
Alvy with an opportunity to redeem himself. He doesn't want to go down that way. They had a 2v1. Unfortunately messed it up by killing his teammate. But
there
it's a huge opportunity, and he does take care of it. That was looking dangerous briefly for Shibby and Alvy. For about 10 seconds there, everything that could have gone wrong did.
I'm sure Shibby gave him a look like, for real, dog? Like,
but he
like,
takes care of business. He holds on. We're not going to have any Billy Buckner situation here. What was that guy's name? Steve Bartman. Steve Bartman. That's the guy that dropped the ball in the 2004 World Series for the Cubs.
Oh, physically, literally dropped the ball.
Yeah, well, he was a fan. And so it was a fan, and he reached over the railing to catch the ball, which interferes with play and results in the batter being out. And it was one of the last outs of the game, and the Cubs went on to lose. And it extended the Cubs' 116-year World Series drought.
No.
Which they unfortunately broke against my Indians. But, you know, we're not going to talk about that. We're not here for that. We're here in Columbus, not Cleveland, here at GDEX. And that was a great competition there. Great stuff from Shibby and Alvy to close things out. They were in control for most of the set, and they held on to take care of it.
Fun fact, Columbus is just better than Cleveland in every way. Except that Cleveland has a great song, 2 songs, that are just about how bad it is to be in Cleveland.
It's true. But we also
I hate Cleveland.
Cleveland, which I no longer live in. I live in Columbus now.
Good job.
Cleveland, yeah. So Cleveland, here, dude, here.
That's better.
It's a hand hug.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great.
I wasn't ready for this level of intimacy.
Well, you know,
That's
neither was
Muffle
the
and
camera.
Eris. All
There's
right.
Muffle and Eris. See, stops to wave to me. It's good to see you. Muffle, I want you to know there was someone that looked exactly like you on stream like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
it was
weird.
Your brother. Like, he looked a lot like him.
I literally was like, oh, I guess Eris took his hat off. It's whatever. It's getting serious. Like,
yeah,
I had
like,
no idea
the
whole first game.
It looks exactly like Muffle.
Wow, I guess he changed his hat and his clothes and his characters. It's got to be him,
and
though.
everything else about him in every
I would not
possible
make a
way.
good detective.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean, apparently I'm not good at anything that involves eyes. Like, that's just not a skill I have. I see 2 people over there with backpacks containing Red Bull, and in just a mere moment, I'm going to have a Red Bull appear in front of me, and, man, that's going to be exciting.
Yes, shout-outs to Red Bull.
Shouts to Red Bull. Shouts to those 2 people right there with those Red Bulls.
Thank you very much. We had some people just bring us some Red Bulls. I saw Spooks with 3. I actually thought he was just going to drink all 3 of them for a hot minute.
Hey, dude, I saw Spooks around midnight last night. This guy was tired, and then he had more work to do. He's tired. If you need to drink 3 Red Bulls at the same time, if you just wanted to open up your mouth hole and just get all 3 cans just flowing in there, I would be a little disturbed. But
He was
I wouldn't completely blame you.
He was on a self-imposed challenge where he was only a few ounces short of having a full gallon of Red Bull. And at like 1:40 in the morning, he's like, I have to finish this.
In an hour? In a day?
30? How many hours was it, bro? 20 hours.
Oh, I was going to say, if you gallon challenge Red Bull, you're going to die. Like, you know, because the human body cannot eat or drink more than a gallon of fluid. That's why the gallon challenge exists.
We're not supposed to have wings. We just evolutionally, that's not a word.
That's
Biologically, that's better. We're not supposed to have wings.
From an evolutionary perspective.
Thank you, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Wings are impractical. So we have Luresa and Cyan Cat. It's like Nyan Cat. Like it's cyan. So for a long time I didn't know how to pronounce the word cyan. Like I thought it was like cyan or.
I still think it is, but I've never been corrected.
Right,
but
and I
you
mean,
could be right.
Since this person is clearly going for a pun, we're going to humor them and allow them to have it.
Cyan Cat.
Cyan.
Cyan.
That sounds like something that would be said in exclusively aristocratic environments.
Oh, I'll have the Cyan.
Can I have the Cyan?
Can I have a 9-ounce glass of the Cyan?
Right, a 9-ounce glass. Yeah, when you reach that level of clout, everything's measured in ounces. If you wanted a 10-ounce, you could have that. 11, it's okay. They'll
make it work.
They'll do whatever you need. Versus Muffle and Eris 0321. Eris didn't have those numbers when I was first watching. I'm not sure where they came
I thought you were counting me in for something. I didn't realize you were reading
3, 2, 1. All right, Sai, you're on.
I was like, I've been here for a while, but all right.
Right. So Eris 0321, adding in numbers that they didn't have previously. I wonder where they got them. Does that mean that the other 320 Erises have come and gone since the last set?
He has killed them by hand in the venue.
That's remarkable.
It's just, the rest of the room is just littered with fallen Erises.
I definitely like. That's very fast. You know, I think that would be a very quick time to slay all of your clones.
That's why he's winning. That's why he won the last game. Everyone's too afraid to call him out. You know?
Yeah, I thought it was because Muffle was doing a great job of stock tanking and taking care of business for Eris, so he was able to run and do stuff. But clearly it's because Eris is a juggernaut, hell-bent on killing thousands of people that share his name. If your name's Eris out there, you're probably okay.
Good luck to you.
None of this is real, so you're probably okay.
Or maybe you're not. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I don't really
It's
know this
spooky
Eris
month.
guy.
Anything's real.
Yeah, this Eris guy could be a.
Give me that creepy pasta.
Dude. He could be a wild guy, to be sure. So,
I love a good Red Bull at noon.
I sure do. Yeah. We're kicking off bright and early here at noon. I woke up at 9 o'clock. I think it was actually after 9. It was more like 9:20. It might have been 9:30, but if I say 9:20, it sounds better than 9:30.
It does.
So we're going to go with that. So we're back on screen again. We saw the stage select screen briefly, but now my dear friend Spooks is selected to come back to us here. This is GDEX 2019, presented by Cougar and Red Bull and All-Mid and the Multivarious Studio and a whole bunch of other people.
And Entenmann's Little Bites.
What is that?
Entenmann's Little Bites. They've got fudge brownies. A lot of really great snacks in the VIP snack room, Soft Flex. So shout outs to them.
That's incredible.
And Fritos.
I gotta hit up the VIP snack room at some point. I gotta. They have chili cheese Fritos.
Yes,
those are the best Fritos.
I was walking away and I heard someone say, "Ooh, chili cheese Fritos." And I just doubled.
Yeah,
I full U-turn.
You whipped, man.
I was like, "Hold up."
You turned. You did a full 360 and then a 180.
I fully. Whole thing just.
He just kept spinning.
It's like I need them.
He just never stops.
I haven't bought those in so long.
I actually just had some last weekend, and I was reminded of how good they are.
They've aged great.
Like, I was at Big House, and I was chewing chili cheese Fritos to the rhythm of the Mango chant during Melee Top 8 to feel aligned with my surroundings.
That's pretty on brand.
Yeah, it was great, man. I really felt like I was a part of the experience, and I was doing that.
Ooh, this is going to be an interesting team. So we have a Zelda and a Luigi. Both these characters have, like, a really interesting neutral. Luigi is pretty much just like a solo ice climber. It's like he's looking to get that grab at 0 and do everything he can to kill you right off the bat. And we're seeing him use down B out of disadvantage, which is actually kind of an underrated tool. He's got a ton of invincibility on it, and I've just started to see on Twitter there's a lot of really interesting like ledge games he can get from it, just using the invincibility to like prevent people from ledge snapping. So I kind of want to see how far they're going to go for this. But right now we saw 7 grabs.
Yes, and here comes Eris rising in, taking on all 3 opponents at once if his opponent's foolish enough to get in the way. And Eris tried to get something there, but Larissa able to come around and come back through. Here comes Splat Daddy rising in to take care of business. Splat Daddy, also known as Muffle in this case.
I like that name.
Yeah, me
Makes
too.
me think of the Cat Daddy.
I was like, who's Splat Daddy?
Remember that song?
I had to stop and like think who was playing in the set. I had to figure out who Splat Daddy was.
So they have an opportunity here
it's
to
that Barry, and there's that up smash.
He's dead.
Muffle takes care of the first stock on Larissa.
Larissa's dead. They have an opportunity here to just kind of like camp behind Knight and just allow Luigi to just play the back so that if they do make it past, like Luigi's grab combos can be a factor. But I haven't seen too much Knight come out just yet. And it's going to be important because a character as fast as Pikachu can really shut down Zelda's neutral like fast.
Cyan Cat doing a good job of hanging out on the left-hand part of the stage and not letting Muffle snag him in that roller. He's still got his third stock, and he's got to hold on to it now because Larissa's gone.
Yeah, just SD'd at 18%. Fired Knight the wrong direction and was a little bit short on that ledge.
Unfortunate stuff. Cyan Cat has to hold on to that stock now. It is crucial. They're also going to be in a dangerous spot because Muffle and Eris have taken virtually no damage.
Great save by Cyan, but Larissa unfortunately dies once more. I know these ledges are a little bit tricky with the way that they're like designed for like warp recovery, so Zelda kind of gets a little bit of a short end of the stick here.
Unfortunate stuff there overall is now Cyan Cat and Larissa are down a stock. Eris
here's the
is
grab
down
combos.
to his final stock. Trying to take care of something here. Muffle knows he can close this out with just a quick berry or two, and he's trying to do it. There comes that Phantom in to save the day. Phantom says, all right, Larissa, you've thrown away a couple of your stocks, but I'm here to save you on the last one.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's going to make both of them like really carefully rethink their approaches, and there's very little risk for them to put it out as long as you're like full screen or maybe half. So we need to see a lot of Knight out of Larissa to even things back up.
Eris caught in Larissa's up smash, able to shield the roller, and now Cyan Cat waiting on the edge. He gets caught in a berry and a follow-up back air from Muffle, and here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. This might be it for Cyan Cat. He's able to make it back. And Larissa tried to make it back, and he couldn't. Muffle was able to rise in and find that aerial and clear things out. And now Cyan Cat on the rope has to make up a 3-stock differential.
And Muffle is playing on fire, too. I just saw down air into up air, which is something you don't get to see that often from Inkling.
And it turns out for the last stock, they didn't even need it, as there was Eris able to take care of things, didn't let his opponent get anywhere. So unfortunate stuff there from Larissa. He threw away a couple stocks. Probably not what he does on a regular basis. I assume he doesn't make a hobby of that. And so what do Cyan Cat and Larissa have to do differently, in your opinion, other than holding on to those stocks to even things out here?
A, holding on the stocks, obviously, which I know has been said, but B, they could really camp this team out hard. Like, if they were to set Knight up to cover the ground, and even just like air fireballs from Luigi from behind, because it wouldn't interfere with where Zelda's going to place Knight. They would make it really hard for Pikachu to get in it, because Pikachu's quick attack it's so terrifying if you're trying to get anything set up. But if you have like a wall set up like that, especially with like Zelda's neutral B as well, they could camp this team out really hard and make it really hard for either of them to actually get a kill.
We've seen Muffle do a great job of rising in with that berry, with that roller, and just burying his opponent into the ground, getting great follow-ups off of that. So if they can stay out of the way and camp this team out and not let him slowly vacuum his way in, Hoover style, then they might be able to do something.
Yeah, their optimal strat is going to be to camp them out, frustrate them a little bit, and have them run in against Luigi, and then Luigi at those low percents can just completely murder you if they're on point. Cyan almost had that last game, but was a little bit off. Missed the short hop nair. Might have been just because Pikachu's shorter. Here's a chance right here.
And here's a huge opportunity as Muffle trying to clean things out. He tries to go for that roller, but he's just staying out of the way so far.
Cyan seems to be really comfortable in the 2v1. Sandwich between both players. No fear coming out on either side. Doing a really good job of handling the situation. And looking ready for the follow-ups, too, with that up air.
Waiting for his moment here as here comes Eris rising back into the stage. Try to hit an F smash there, but Cyan Cat with some good spacing to stay out of the way, and here he comes. Muffle doing work on Laresa over there. Laresa comes rising in, hits his own teammate, unfortunately.
Yeah, that F-Dash extended a super long time. Electric moves generally do, and then hitting another person just makes it extra long.
Cyan Cat putting on a clinic so far. Does a good job of taking care of Eris there, and they're up a stock early.
So on the subject of the Tornado Gimps, I think he could actually stop Inkling, too, because he's invincible, so you just can't snatch Pledge if he's near it. So that might be something for Cyan to look into in the future. But this is like a pretty recent discovery.
Muffle taking care of Laresa there. Does a good job of evening things out for his team. He's got to hold on to the stock, though. Cyan Cat able to make it back. Eris thought he had something on the ledge, but nothing coming of it.
Yeah, Cyan was ready. He had the down tilt out, too.
Oh, coming out of
turn
nowhere.
around, Shoryu.
There
nice
he goes.
stuff.
If Luigi was a Street Fighter character, that would be a Shoryu.
Oh, yes.
We're going to call it that. Imagine Luigi in Street Fighter. That'd be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's all of these, like, samurai people that focus hard on their craft, and then there's some dude in a hat.
With a mustache.
I love it.
But, I mean, actually, that fireball angle would probably be pretty good in Street Fighter.
It would,
TBH.
absolutely. Cyan Cat doing a good job of controlling things, but so is Muffle on that end. Muffle gets the berry on Laresa. That could be it.
Almost
Laresa
takes it. I think up smash might have been a little bit better, but I know certain body weights like changed your berry punishes. So maybe went for F smash just to be safe.
Muffle stock goes. Laresa knows he has to hold on to the stock for dear life, because right now they do have stock advantage, and that's massive from what we've seen, because when you give Muffle and Eris an inch, they become your ruler really fast. And now Eris trying to take care of business.
I like that wording. I'm going to write that in my good things journal today.
In your journal. Write it in your diary.
I will. He said, become your ruler.
Dear diary. I learned something today.
That's multi-layered. All right, so we still see Cyan being totally comfortable, just like kind of fighting both people at once.
Eris taking care of Laresa, but they're rising right back, and Muffle loses his stock, and now they're down one. Eris on the ropes at triple-digit %. Huge opportunity.
Don't your teammate. Don't let that poke. Okay, good stuff from Cyan.
Closing things out, and they've got Muffle on the ropes. Last stock, tough situation for him. What can he do here?
So they're playing it a little differently, but you're seeing Cyan get a lot of really early kills on Eris with these up Bs. You got 2 of them, and both of them Pikachu was at like 60-ish %, and one of them was actually out of a down throw. It was just down throw aerial up B, which is a combo I don't think I've seen very often.
Muffle doing a good job of flipping and whipping around, staying out of the way of attacks.
Flipping and whipping.
Cyan Cat off on the left-hand side of the stage, and here comes Laresa trying to close things out. Cyan Cat catches him. He has to find a way to land, but he can't land for long because there's 2 competitors he has to worry about.
Ooh, even parrying his own teammate just to flex. I respect it. Now he's trying to go for, all right, he was trying to go for misfire right there just to see if he can get it. Got to be careful. You can't let your teammate get trapped like that.
And a good agile back air to say that he doesn't get caught in end lag, because then he'd be subject to a punish. Good save from Cyan Cat, but Muffle able to roar back in. This is a huge situation for him. He's got to get something back. Lands on that platform safely, just out of the waiting arm of that up smash.
Laresa's going to have to be a little bit more careful in neutral, because we're seeing a lot of these berries, and even if they're not being killed over it, Cyan has to run in and try to like save, and then they both end up taking damage.
Muffle doing a great job of exiting roller as quickly as he can, not letting himself get caught in an end lag. Ooh, takes care of that stock, and now we're back.
Will he share
close
stock?
to even.
I think he's going to believe in Cyan.
Here? With Cyan Cat at such high %, looks like they're going to leave this as a 1v1. It's up to Cyan Cat to close things out as Muffle's been putting on a clinic.
Oh, I like that. He used the air dodge.
He stays alive.
He used his air dodge really early to make sure he could drift back to the stage, because Luigi's recovery is a little bit lacking in this game compared to the previous.
Muffle with stage control, and he uses it to take care of that stock. And now Cyan Cat versus Muffle. Cyan Cat with 98% of insurance. Can he use it to take care of business?
Really looking for this grab right here. He's got to be extra careful because Inkling is an extremely high damage character in the right hands. So he's got to just be really careful and pick his shots like he did with that back air, just kind of walling him out.
Cyan Cat doing a good job of creating a Cyan wall, trying to keep him out of the center of the stage.
Cyan has to stay away right now because a couple of hits and you can even this up so quickly with all that ink. It's starting to fade off though. Cyan knew. He's just like, it's not worth going in and taking the chance right now. Just kind of like force Muffle's approaches.
Muffle knows he's at kill percent though, so he's being real careful where he comes in. One up smash, one big shot to that orange head, and he could be done for.
I like the attempt for the up smash punish. One thing you could do for this is, as Gimmer showed us forever ago, when a multi-hit hits 11 hits, you get that free invulnerability to like roll and get a free punish. Dash
there comes coming right out of nowhere, and dash attack's going to kill. He couldn't make it back to the stage. He tried to jump back up, but there came Luigi just walloping and pounding away, and a couple of those errant fists hit, and that was business.
It's Cyan Can.
A Cyan Can? So it's not a Nyan Cat pun? It's just Cyan Can?
That's been a long 10 minutes now.
Yeah, I just made like 16 Nyan Cat puns, and none of them are real. Cyan Can? It's like a Coke can, like a Red Bull can that's blue?
It is cyan-ish.
No, it's not. It's blue.
I know, I'm trying.
It's not cyan at all. Cyan is a light
sugar-free is cyan. Ha.
So sugar-free Red Bull is cyan. So Cyan Can clearly one of the healthiest competitors here because they don't consume that extraneous excessive sugar. You got to respect that, to be sure.
And they're not here for dead memes, as we thought they were.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah,
good too.
I really thought they were making like a 2008 pun. I'm so glad they weren't. And here we go, rising back in at Game 3 here in doubles winner semis. Huge moment for both competitors.
Also, of course, just to let everyone know, there are prizes on the line, but everyone that is advanced in the top 8, all 8 teams, gets a free badge to GDEX 2020 next year.
Wait, seriously, everyone who entered doubles got a free badge for
GDEX? All the top 8 got a free badge.
We should have done doubles.
That's what I said. I know. I couldn't have, unless you gave me the headset and I could do both, which I would. I wouldn't care if I lose. I get a free badge. This place is great. I want to be back.
Spooks can commentate. We're just. I want to win doubles.
He's doing a lot of jobs as it is. Anyway, let's focus on this game.
Here we go.
So, Larissa going for that up B and neutral. Again, hasn't been successful on them so far. Oh, there's one. It's a really good out of shield move, though. Like, if you touch Zelda shield at, like, 60, 70, like, you might just outright die. And it's strong. I've died to this move at those percents. So I understand why they're going for it, but you just have to be really careful on your spacing because you're in a ton of end lag after.
Larissa being careful to hang out on that platform. Cyan Can tried to make it back, but he couldn't because of that waiting paint glob. He's able to survive the onslaught and make it, though.
Larissa with some interesting options here, covering the backside of that with down smash, and then stopping Pikachu's side B with Den's Fire. So
and
really
over on the left,
recovery.
Absolutely, and sorry about that. And over on the left, great stuff from Muffle to cover the entire left-hand side of the stage and take care of business on that. Up a stock so far. Can they hold on to it? They've got Larissa on the ropes as well.
It really seems like they're really focusing Cyan this time, which is probably a pretty good idea. Cyan got a lot of the kills the previous game, so they're definitely trying to make sure. Oh!
Larissa down a stock. Cyan Can able to take care of Eris. Eris got greedy going for things on the left-hand side of the stage, and it smacked him right in the underbelly of that ground.
That was huge for Cyan Cat, too, because that Gimp would have put them down like a whole nother stock, and they're already down as it is, you know? Muffle only at 75 on the first stock, doing really well right now.
Muffle
doing a really good job of staying protected.
Holding on to things. We saw that as well in the last game when he was down that 2v1. He was able to just close things out and just extend the game for a solid minute and a half.
Oh, you see that ledge trap? That was brilliant. So he used the Splat Bomb to cover most of the options, and then neutral B to lock him in the shield if he did get a shield out in time, and then still got a grab out. Muffle is playing amazing right now.
Still great job to get that kill. Muffle doing wonderful work so far. Cyan Cat down to his final stock. Larissa has to hold on to that second one, or it could be curtains.
Yeah, Larissa's going to have to hold on. Oh, no!
Looking for their opportunity, and Eris caught him in the thunder, and Thor was angry. Taking care of business there, and now they're down to their final stock. Eris is 2, but they have a 2-stock advantage thanks to Muffle's excellent play so far.
Yeah, you definitely – oh, that could have evened things up if Cyan got that full combo. But Muffle still has 3 stocks. This is going to be incredibly hard for blue team right now. But, yeah, you really got to mix up where you go when Pikachu up throws you because, like, maybe Laretha was trying to get like a neutral B to like reflect the thunder, but there's not that much time, and you got to be ready to like react to that.
You know, Cyan Cat and Larissa wanted to take care of business and control that stage and use that stage control to attack Muffle, but Eris doing a good job of being a pest and just staying right in the way like the rodent he is.
Oh, down throw to down B. Another really underutilized Luigi combo. Very scary, especially at these mid percents. Again, they have an opportunity here, but Muffle has all 3 stocks. It'd even be in their best interest to just share one. Especially now, why not, you know?
Not to share the stock despite being 3 up. Perhaps they will if Cyan Cat's able to take care of things.
Oh,
here,
he's looking for this
he is
up
on
again.
the ropes. Looks like they're going to let Muffle just try and close this out on his own.
Well, that's one.
But he can't do it there. Are they going to bring Eris in? No.
I would still share the stock right here and just have that 2v1 situation.
They're electing to let Muffle go at it alone against this mustachioed plumber.
Uh-oh, this could be big. Actually, this is scary because, like, at these low percents, technically Cyan could win this in 2 grabs.
Cyan Cat with a huge
and that was almost
here with a lot of rage. Muffle doing a good job of staying out of the way. I'm surprised they're not just electing to go for a 2v1 combo here and just close things out against
it would honestly be
high percent.
Because this is Luigi, it would actually be less risky to just do that. I mean, it'd be less risky generally, but especially with Luigi.
Instead, we're watching Muffle slowly eke this one out, looking for his opportunity. Cyan Cat able to make it back this time. Can he do it again? Muffle with complete control of this game so far, and here we go, rising in, just trying to fish one more aerial. He knows one more might set up curtains for Cyan Can.
All the momentum is on Muffle's side, and he's doing such a good job of covering the ledge, and that fair is going to take it, sending Muffle and Eris into winners finals.
Great stuff there. We saw Muffle just control that game all the way through. He didn't lose a single stock.
Yeah, not till like
right
almost
the
4 minutes
end,
in, you know? Which is incredible.
The first stock that Muffle lost was his teammate sharing the stock. Great control from him throughout the entire game, and in the end, there just wasn't much that his opponents could do. Awesome stuff from them there.
Yeah, we have a lead like that. You really just have to pray for like a Hail Mary. It's hard. It's not impossible. I've done it. Other people have done it, but it is hard.
What is the idea behind praying for a Hail Mary? Because a Hail Mary is in itself a prayer. So are you praying for, like, Mary up there to come pray back at you?
Let's
that's
interject.
Not how praying works.
I am not a religious man. So I don't know the rules.
Metaphor. It's a metaphor, man. I get you. Don't worry.
If you pray for a Hail Mary, does it just work twice? I don't know how this works.
Is that you? Like, are you praying for someone to pray for you?
Yes, you're praying for other people's thoughts and prayers.
And that's fitting.
And as we saw, it was not effective in that match right there. But yeah, the thing is, so if anyone is in that situation and wants like advice on like how to get out of it,
I really thought you were gonna say if anyone needs like advice on how to like pray.
Yeah, you put your hands together. No,
I was like, why? Don't give them that advice. That's not why we're here.
No, you ask your favorite deity. No, you you know, like that Luigi, for example, knew he was in kill percent and knew that Muffle absolutely wanted the kill. So if you can play around that and like force your opponent to like stay greedy and like fish for kills, you can rack on so much extra damage. And then the pressure honestly just becomes greater for them than you, because you are already like prepared to lose a match, prepared to die. But they start to become in a position where they're closer and closer to choking the match, which a lot of the times adds more pressure than the pressure that you have.
So you're implying that fatalism is the key to success.
Yes.
Accepting that you may at any moment die
right.
is the key to
But if you're not
preventing
afraid of it, and they only have that one goal so ingrained in them, they get sloppy.
Good advice from Sai here, folks. Don't be afraid to die.
Don't be afraid to die.
Great philosophical journey here from Push Block's own Sai. We love to see it.
Yes, Push Block Sai, not afraid to die. That's me.
Look at that. Look at that. Put that on your Tinder profile or something.
I'll do it right now.
And don't do it right now. The camera's on us. Don't endorse apps that didn't endorse us.
I can do it off camera right. Actually, you saw my Tinder last night. It was terrible. It was really bad.
I'm glad I wasn't there. Remember, I was going to come with you guys. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, hey, man, we could go hang out more. But if all you did was talk about, like, your Tinder profile.
No. For a brief moment.
I'm so glad I didn't go back to the hotel room.
I just opened it, and someone with, like, an accidental, like, Megamind aesthetic kind of popped up.
What? What
enormous
do you mean
head. It was like a watermelon.
Did they have hair?
No.
What?
It was like if a watermelon had been inflated.
Oh, no.
It was
no.
like,
were they green, too?
No.
Okay, I was going to say.
They were like human colored, but
what does that mean? What does that mean? We got Kaioken and Asta here versus Donster and JD.
Asta's switching up to Bowser now.
None of these people look like watermelons.
No. As you shouldn't.
We've got a melon of a situation for Asta as he's roaring away on JD and Donster here, taking care of business in huge fashion here.
I like watching you put that sentence together.
I was really struggling because midway through the sentence, the entire game state changed, and what I was going to say no longer made any sense.
So earlier we saw Asta going for like Dark Pit and Regular Pit, and I guess he's switched to Bowser. For losers. I'm not sure exactly the reason, but I definitely think Bowser's a very scary character. Totally underrated. Full redesign from Smash 4, and honestly way better for it.
He tried to come down with the pounce, but JD was there with a waiting Palutena up air. Great stuff, and now he's able to roar back to center stage. Asta is gunning for him, though, like a big spiky predator.
One thing we're going to need to see out of Asta a little bit, we just saw it right there, a lot of that side B. As we're seeing it right there, it's so good. It's only 6 frames. It auto-cancels. It does so much for you, especially in a stage where there's like triplats like this. Like taking somebody to the middle platform, you can really get a lot from landing with that side B. Like we just saw.
Absolutely.
Or sometimes you're just like, it's my time.
Well, he did still land. He just didn't land maybe where he wanted to.
That's true.
Unfortunate air there from Asta, but Kayakin doing a good job of holding on to things so far. Camping out on that top platform
good coverage
and letting Asta rise in and take care of the stock on Donster. They're now up a stock, Kayakin and Asta are. And if Kayakin can hold on to that third stock, it could be a pretty big lead pretty fast.
I like that. JD was trying to go for the grab, but Asta's able to just tough guy through it and just completely ignore those weaker moves.
JD had Kayakin on the
Ooh,
ropes.
that's a lot of arson. He just countered an entire limit cross slash. That's a ton of meter.
He just drank it like it was water.
He was like, yeah, I'll take a shot, bro.
Incredible stuff. And there comes Arsene. He said, thanks for the liquid elixir, and here I am ready to take care of business. We're back to even stocks and a % advantage. Asta has to be careful here.
And he still got like a few more seconds of counter. Look at the knockback from that. He's only at 28%. It was almost sent off stage from the center platform.
Looking for his opportunity here as there comes JD knocking Asta up in the air. Follows up with the up air. Doesn't quite get the kill yet. Another might do it. There comes that big spiky Bowser roaring in. The spikes just glaze, and it's enough to take care of things.
Oh, no. Donster almost SD'd. Actually tethered in the wrong direction. It might have been trying to like lock on a Bowser.
But gets that counter and takes care of things on his own teammate, unfortunately. And now here we go. Kayakin holding on to that. He's the only person with 2 stocks still at 53. He needs to watch out for that.
Got to be extra careful, too.
He could make or break this game with what he can do with that stock.
Oh, God. Did he just take 34? Just get counter? That was just so much. Yeah, one thing that I've seen Kyle can do a lot is like a lot of up B at a disadvantage, which has like kind of like mixed results. But now you got to hold that stock, so you got to be extra careful not to go for anything crazy. Because Asta's been doing a really good job of like cleaning up with these up airs when anyone's in like a little bit of disadvantage from their like landing leg or whatever. So you got to be extra careful. He's still holding on stocks though.
And here's Arsene, man on a mission or whatever he is. He's trying to take care of things against Kayakin. They know they have to get rid of that stock fast, and that's what Donster's trying to do. Up B doesn't quite land, but Asta able to come in and save the day. Counter gets rid of Kayakin. Huge stuff from Donster there. As Arsene faded away, he went out with a bang, evening things out.
That was an incredibly important play right there. You're right.
Asta, though, in a dangerous spot with his percentage. He's on the ropes, and he has to hold on to this. If they go down 2-1, it might be brutal. Able to get just out of the way of that up air. That was a huge edge guard situation. Went for a big F smash. Nothing doing off of it, though.
Really risked it all on that F smash, and then JD was ready for the back throw.
He went all in, and unfortunately the showdown was not in his favor. And now Kayakin done a good job of holding on to percent over the course of this game, but now is the ultimate test.
Yeah, he's got to be extra careful because Arsene's back too, and with full rage. Rage is not as scary as it was, but it's definitely a factor right now.
And with both of his opponents at high percent, he does have an opportunity.
But now he's got limit. Oh, he threw it away.
Limit,
he threw it away
unfortunately,
so
tossed into the ether with nothing going behind it. But Donster is gone. Kayakin can still close this one out. JD at huge percent. He has to be so careful.
Yeah, Kayakin's totally in the lead after that team kill at this point, which was, I mean, it's hard. Palutena's up air is enormous, so how do you not hit your teammate? I get it.
They had an opportunity there. It really was even when you consider the percentage. And now a huge opportunity for Kayakin to clutch this one out.
The big risk here is that since he's at these low percents, he can easily be thrown off stage and gimped, almost more easily than he would be at like high percents. So he's got to be extra careful. And you've seen him. I like that tomahawk right there.
It's the grab, whelping away on him. Can JD make it back?
And he's also not going to charge limit, going to let it happen naturally so he doesn't have to worry about it. So the threat of the limit is still there. And he's doing a really good job of just outspacing JD as much as he can.
Limit's online, and JD knows he has to rack up a lot of percent.
That's it.
There is 130%. 140% of insurance right now for Kayakin. That could have been the kill there. It wasn't. Limits online. It's a precipitous situation,
nice
and there goes that up tilt to take care of business. Once Kayakin had the 1v1 that he wanted, once the other teammate was out of the picture, he had all the advantage, and he was able to use it to take care of things.
Yeah.
So what did Donster and JD have to do to avoid that situation where it really was curtains for him as soon as the teammate was gone?
I really couldn't tell you. Definitely a stage pick. Definitely a stage change because I think Cloud is still super good on Battlefield just like he used to be. And, I mean, Palutena's pretty much good anywhere. They might want, like, a little bit more room. Maybe take him to, like, Kalos or something. It would make it a little harder for Cloud to recover, so he's got to, like, focus on the wall. So definitely just a stage pick and just clean it up just a tiny, tiny amount more in neutral. Because even though they were down at percents, they definitely could have had that match. But they both were like rushing in for the same punishes. And what you see from some players, like even like the Roses, like when they are looking for a punish, they'll literally be like, I got it. They'll call it out, be like, I got this punish. I'm going to get this. Please don't run in, blah, 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 blah. So just a little bit more communication and just clean up the spacing a little bit, and they definitely going to have that match.
So it's a huge opportunity for these teammates to show the great sharing is caring idea.
Yes.
You know, that the Care Bears taught us when we were young.
We're going to learn a
Power
lot
of
today. I
teamwork.
can feel it.
The power of teamwork is what's going to set these people apart.
It's an educational stream.
It really is. This is edutainment right here, ladies and
Edutainment.
gentlemen. Right here at GDEX.
Is
in
it
case
Cosmos or something?
yeah, right. In case you can't see in the background of the player cam, we're in Columbus. You can tell because it says Columbus in the background of the
It
player
does.
cam. So if you didn't know where we were, this is where we are. We're here at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. This is GDEX, the Game Developers Expo. And then we're playing a game that's already been developed.
And still in development.
It's still in development. Well, it's a good metaphor for life. We're
Yes.
all in development always, and that's a good way to look at
Life
things.
lessons from, we could do a whole montage of just these life lessons.
We could, but
So
we shouldn't.
remember, we're all still in development. I'm not afraid to die. And communication is key.
It is.
Does any of that go
Communication is
together?
key.
Not really. Not
Really.
well.
Well, I mean, those are just three things that you should definitely like have. I feel like those are three character traits or thought processes that you should have.
Yeah.
I said processes with like 12 E's there. That
Processes.
was so many more E's than there actually are in the word.
Or C's. I don't really know how you spell the word.
There's only one C.
Well, I don't know how you spell the word.
True. True. Well, that's really loud. I don't know if the people at home can. I'm sorry for the quick moment of dead air there, but we just heard a blaring soprano come like through everything.
Have you ever heard the Smash Brothers menu song?
Because we just heard it like really loud, like it actually
English,
stopped
Japanese,
my whole brain.
doesn't matter.
It like made my whole brain stop.
She's
for a
really
second.
yelling about some colors in the wind or whatever. Did you rip off Pocahontas with that?
Distance
Fleeting
sparks.
colors, distance. I don't know. It all sounds majestic and anime.
Well, distance sparks. They're calling to a past still unnamed. I don't really know what that means.
I don't. She don't either.
No, but
She's like, "This is what you want me to say?" All right. Well.
But
Okay.
I know that this is a huge opportunity. For
And they picked the
Donster
stage
and
I was talking
JD.
about. That's yes. They must have heard me. Yeah, this is a good stage pick for them.
Why is that?
Because they were getting pincered a lot, and now they have the opportunity. And by they I mean blue team. Now they have the opportunity to space just separate. Bowser, wow.
And a quick stock gone for JD. That within 20 seconds, already a stock gone as Bowser just swiped him. Swipe or no swipe, and Dora wasn't there to help us out there as
Got knocked
JD is
into a-
done for.
Pretty charged up smash too. Yeah, see Bowser's gonna get juggled as is, but if you give him some room, so they have to like work for it a little bit more, he can really like do a lot in doubles. Ooh,
Oh,
good
and
punish on up
Donster
smash.
catches him there. Arsene is
Whoa.
online. What can he do with it? Kayakin able to swipe him out of the way and avoid the danger.
Donster's going for some really risky like up Bs with Arsene on. I don't know if he's like expecting the tether to come out and forgetting that he has the other up B, but it's a big punish opportunity, and Asta is going to start capitalizing that up tilt. Oh God.
Donster's stock is gone. We've seen Asta really come in and do a lot of damage on these opponents, while Kayakin is doing a great job of playing composed and controlled, calm,
Ooh.
cool, and collected to take care of business. Limit cross slash.
This is a
Goodness.
complete reversal of the first game. Like the first game was so close, but they are just kind of dominating in this game too for a little
Huge
bit.
stuff. We see Asta rolling around, swiping away, getting those kills, and Kayakin calm, cool, and collected
With a
as
deep back
Asta.
air.
Asta again taking care of JD, and now Donster on the ropes. This will require a Herculean turnaround.
Yeah,
for Red
JD's
Team.
going to have to be really careful to like kind of get out of disadvantage. Great track down with that up B and counter on the punish. JD's looking a little bit angry,
But
really looking to clean this up.
But Asta, who has just been walloping on kids all game, is just taking care of business, still on his third stock.
Yes,
and he's
and even
hanging back.
he was even able to live that side B because again we're on Kalos, so this is definitely the stage to be.
The stock finally does go down, but they have a full 2-stock advantage and about 40% of insurance on each character. Dangerous position for Red Team. They've got to turn it around fast.
Donster is just begging for somebody to touch this counter, but everyone just seems to be just kind of spacing around it or just like baiting it out. They're just
Donster with
not
some
coming
stage
to
control right
fruition.
now, and Arsene. What can he do with it? Oh, an unfortunate little bit of extra end leg, and Asta was able to swipe him off stage, catches him in the fire, but he's not able to get the punish. Both characters just wailing away on each other, gleaming for something, pleading for it, and now Kayakin.
Oh,
Ooh.
thrown into the up smash. Nice stuff.
Asta thought he had something there. Donster was waiting for his moment. Nothing going off of it. Now here we go. JD and Donster trying to rise back on the right-hand side. He needs to make it back.
Yeah, this is definitely the positioning the blue team wanted.
Arsene says, you rang. He's here to save the day and try and do something, but it's going to take a lot. They might need 2 Arsenes to make this one
He's
work.
got one last chance, but then again, another really risky. Oh, geez. It all
Both
ended
gone
all
at the
once.
same time. Both swiping up. Bowser, Asta taking care of Donster on the platform. And JD falling to Kayakin's swipe of the sword. taking care of business there. Complete domination from Kayakin and Asta in that first game.
Yeah.
In the second game, excuse me.
Yeah, and again, Donster threw out that up B, which everyone's like, you know, they're looking for stuff like that. They're like looking for things to catch on to, and I don't really fully know the benefit of it when you have Arson on. With Tether, maybe you can like snipe somebody up in the air or whatever, but there's not really like a hitbox or anything to like get anything done up there. So
Right.
they just kept waiting on it, and that time he saw that up tilt. So
Huge opportunity from them. Great stuff from Kayakin.
I didn't hear what that guy just said to
I don't
us.
know. I think it was Kayakin, but I don't know what he said to us.
Oh.
I think he said, "Thank you for telling me that I'm really good at the game."
Is that what he said?
Probably not. But,
Okay.
I mean, he did do very well. So if he did choose to express gratitude to us in that situation, it would be well appreciated.
Or maybe he was trying to report his match and thought we were the TOs. 'Cause we're
Hello,
not.
thank you.
Like I won't. I don't even
Did
know
you know
who's
that
TOing.
Kayakin and Asta won 2-0? Thank you for telling me.
All right.
I wasn't aware.
Gang, they won. Good job to them.
Great stuff there.
Also, if your Twitter is boring and you want to spice it up a little bit, follow me at PBOK or at not James Polk.
I was
James K. Polk.
Yeah, James, as opposed to James T. Polk.
Or James Polk.
I don't like
or
that.
James-
Jamesk.
Jamesk Polk.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah.
What were we saying earlier? It was someone's.
Someone was
tag.
named
Oh, it
James.
was Sion. Sion. Can I get some Jamesk Sion? Thank you.
That sounds like a really nice red
It
wine.
sounds like a whole thing. Like that sounds like a real thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about the fact that I'd be commentating for most of this event. So I just threw on
I
a
did.
random hoodie this morning.
Mhm.
Like, you remember how I was dressed last night?
Yeah.
I should have worn that here.
Possibly.
I was dressed very nice and in a great outfit and everything, as opposed to this pseudo streetwear comprised of exclusively free things I've gotten from random people over the course of my life. That's all this is. This is random merch I've gotten from random booths where I made friends with someone and they gave me free things. That's all I'm wearing. This is a 50/50 hoodie from. I think they're 50/50 Productions. I think it's a streetwear company. And this hat that you can no longer see on the screen is
You'll see it later.
Yeah, it's some game develop. It's a game developer. It's the folks that make a game that I can't remember, but it has an A in it.
That does sound like them.
Yeah. That's why I wore
yeah.
it, because it's GDEX. It's a game developer convention, right?
It makes
So
sense.
I wore a game hat, right?
Are there?
Being
You
a
didn't get it
gamer.
here, did you?
No.
I just
got-
like free stuff.
I got into TwitchCon.
Oh.
I played the
I go
game.
to TwitchCon. Soft flex. Okay.
I was there. I was there.
How was it?
Representing wonderful Wildcard Gaming. Good. I love San
Oh.
Diego.
My goal is to get push block gaming good enough to start going to stuff like that.
Shoutouts to Wildcard Gaming. They're pretty cool folks.
Spooks is putting a tie on around his neck. He doesn't have a collar, but he has a neck.
He's just wearing he is
It's on his
wearing
neck.
a navy blue suit jacket over an all mid t-shirt.
And a
Shoutouts-
tie that I think has a zipper on it.
I'm pretty sure that tie came from Kmart.
Was it Target?
Oh, Target, sorry.
Walmart.
Walmart.
Only the classiest.
Walmart. Shoutouts to Walls. There's 4 of them in this room right now.
So many. We even have curtains to really mix things up.
And Muffle and Eris have been a great team so far. It's been curtains for a lot of their opponents.
Yeah.
But we've seen Shibby and Alvy do a good job throughout the tournament. Shibby really just controlling things, despite the fact that I thought he was Muffle.
You know what? Okay, stream. Look at
these
the
guys.
two of them.
Look at those two dudes and tell me that they're not the
This
same
is collusion.
person.
He's on 2 teams at once.
Yeah, look at those guys and tell me they're not the same human being.
They have the whole same
And
face.
please understand why me coming in the middle of a set to commentate assumed that perhaps they were the same person. When
I
there's
get it.
nothing on my screen to tell me otherwise, it's possible that they could be the same human.
They look so identical.
We've got Eris going Joker.
That's the last Eris he has to kill right there. That's the
Right.
last one.
Yeah, we've got Eris going Joker as opposed to the
Oh.
Pikachu we've seen before,
That is a
electing,
change-up.
as other teams have in the past, to double up against Shibby's Joker. So Trainer and Joker is a banned team in most contexts.
You know what? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
So this
You wanna
this
explain?
Trainer and Joker that we've seen Shibby and Alvy do, this is usually a banned team because of the quickness with which Joker can get Arsene.
Mhm.
Because every new character, that every time Pokemon Trainer switches, their damage counts toward the Arsene meter,
Mhm.
artificially augmenting it. So this team is generally banned, but at this tournament they are not.
There
And
is
Shibby
one
and Alvy are
caveat to
taking
this
great
that,
work.
the amount of arson you get is based on, it's not that bad when Pokemon Trainer's at low percent. It's
Right,
when
it's
they're
based
at high
off
percent.
damage.
Yeah, yeah. Once
So-
they're at high percents, he just gets it all day.
So theoretically, there's nothing stopping you from just tanking percent
yeah.
and then swapping around to magnify Arsene.
It's actually kind of similar to the older Noob. Ooh, get bodied by that slap bomb. I'm sorry. That
But
was
so
a great
far, we're
name.
seeing pure skill from Muffle and Eris as they are, despite this banned team they're up against, they are up a stock They are 2 stocks, excuse me, a stock on each player.
Yeah, I was going to say it's similar to the Anubis strategy from Brawl where you team with Lucario and you run off and just kill yourself in your first stock, and then they just have like a crazy amount of aura right at the beginning.
And now we've got a fearsome aura coming out of Muffle and Eris, as it seems that Alvi can't get in on him. He's at a high % already.
Yo, high key, is that just good aura? Because it kind of is, actually. I didn't think about that.
And here we go. Great stuff as Shibby just ripping through with Arsene, mowing down everything in his path. And now Muffle losing 1 stock here. Eris also has Arsene, and so does Shibby. So it's an even push there between the 2 of them, looking for an opportunity. A Herculean clash might be coming soon.
You can see Muffle and Eris get a little bit lost trying to figure out who they wanted to focus right there. They had 1 person on the stage and 1 person by themselves.
And in the end, Eris overextended on the right-hand side, and he wasn't able to make it back on that recovery.
Yeah. It's those split decision-making moments that like really start to separate the teams when you get this far in the bracket.
Still a huge opportunity with significant % insurance for Red Team to close things out. If they can get Alvi down to his final stock, they'll have a massive advantage.
They're very close, but also Alvi has the opportunity to start feeding that Arsene. If he's able to hang on a little longer and Arsene goes away, as soon as he switches, it's going to be almost full all over again. Oh no, but he almost killed his own teammate.
Alvi with a quick switch to get out of the way of Eris's onslaught. This Zard might be able to hang on.
All right,
Great
this is
recovery.
Chance. If he switches right now, I don't know if he's thinking about that, but that is definitely a strong opportunity for them to just have a second Arsene. I don't think he's going to do it, though. I think he wants to say Zard to, like,
he wants to say
keep
Zard to
himself alive.
Because if he switches to Squirtle, with Squirtle being so light, he's going to die.
Right, right.
If he gets breathed on, exhaled upon, he will die instantaneously, and so he's watching out for that.
That back throw is going to
That back throw launches him over 200% and launches that stock off to wherever dead stocks go.
I like Red Team's movement right there, too. Like, he could have shielded that side B, but decided to run behind his teammate because it wasn't spaced enough to hit both, just so they didn't get any extra shield stun and, like, capitalize off that back throw.
Looking for an opportunity here as complete stage control for Blue. They have to take care of the stock fast. They can't do it, though. Both Muffle and Eris are at high %, but they have to find a way to close this out.
They surely do. And Alvi's starting to get tagged a little bit with these guns on the way down. Was kind of trapped between Eris and Muffle for a little bit, but he was able to weather the storm. Trying to throw Arsene away because it just got out of here. Trying to kill him before it came out, but now he's really going to deal with it. An F-throw, though, will solve that problem. This is going to be big damage. Yeah, that was like 30%.
That big off-blue Zard hand just launched Joker into the night. Imagine if a giant dinosaur grabbed you. It'd be terrifying.
There's like 7 movies about that.
That's true. Isn't that the plot of Godzilla?
Okay, you're right. There's like 40 movies about that. I was talking about Jurassic Park. I forgot about Godzilla.
Got it. And Eris unfortunately forgot to hang on to his stock there, and now Muffle in a dangerous position.
They both almost killed each other, it looks like. I think he was charging like an F-smash against his teammate's back. But that was smart. He didn't freak out. He just F-tilted him, so he knew that nothing would kill him either.
Shibby living to gargantuan % and still alive are both members of Blue Team. Muffle only at 2%.
He really needed that back throw to kill too. This is his chance. He has such a small window, but he needs to kill Zard right
Finally
now.
Gets this kill, and Alvi switching to
Look at that.
Ivysaur.
That's what we're talking about.
There's
you see how much Arsene he got right there?
That's exactly it. He was able to completely magnify the Arsene. That's why this team is generally banned, but it won't matter now, as now it's 1v1, mano a mano.
I think people forgot that this team should be banned. Yeah. I forgot till you brought it up. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Squid versus man here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Ooh, a little early for that counter.
Coming around off stage, and now complete stage control for Shibby. Ooh.
Ooh, all these combos from Muffle. Nice.
Muffle just wheeling and dealing, burying him into the ground, and then swanging on him, trying to take care of business. If he can get that ink all the way back, it could be bad for Shibby.
Where I think Muffle's shining is he's doing a really good job of just overall outmaneuvering Joker right now. Like, Joker had Arsene, and he totally just ran away for that entire time. He made a single mistake and did all this damage, kept all this momentum.
Here
now
comes
Arsene is back.
And he slams him, countering down, and now all the momentum is in the favor of Shibby. Can he close this out before Muffle gets it back? Muffle gets it back, throw launches him off stage, and he's going for the kill. Nothing going off of it.
Oh,
that
no.
up smash almost had it, but Shibby was able to just slide out of the way.
Yeah, Shibby with a great chance to take this right now. Narrowly missing that back air, which surely would have killed with Arsene on.
Slippy Shibby doing a good job of staying out of the way of Muffle's attacks. Muffle knows he only needs one. Shibby knocks Muffle off stage. Arsene is gone.
Oh, the lingering fair actually carried him. And then the
him.
Rebels guard kept him alive, too. This is so close. This is a total nail-biter for this first game of Winners Finals.
Huge opportunity here for Muffle to close this one out if he can get in. He has him off stage looking for his opportunity. There comes that ink grenade, falls up with the up air, and then he just closed out every geographical option. There was nowhere for Shibby to go. covered him with that big ink grenade, that ink bomb, just taking care of business there, and then he forced him to jump and was ready for him.
Definitely
great stuff there from Muffle to see every possibility, every permutation, and take care of business. So what do Shibby and Alvi have to do to close the next one out?
Well, Eris and other Eris had a really close match right there. I think, honestly, they just kind of need to abuse that strat a little bit more. Because they didn't really go for it until the very end. It seemed like he remembers, like, oh, yeah, it's time to switch and give somebody Arson. Because if you're going to run this team, like, run the gimmick, you know? If you're going to go for it, go for it. That's what I say. I think if they focus on that a little bit more, and if Alvi is able to keep stock tanking, because he's stock tanked for a while there. If he's able to keep stock tanking and just, like, spamming that strategy, it's going to be so hard for Muffle and Eris to get through it.
It's so interesting seeing Shibby and Alvi play a team that's generally banned in competitive play at the current moment.
I literally forgot.
Because of that Arsene augmentation you get from switching around the Pokemon trainer character at high percent. When you switch Pokemon at high percent, it jolts Arsene. You can literally go from nearly empty Arsene to having Arsene.
So yeah,
like that.
If that's the strat, do it, man. Play to win.
We saw that right at the end, but unfortunately, Muffle was able to clear out the stock there. And
Eris also did a really good job generally of, like, pressuring both members of the other team with their Joker. Like, he wasn't necessarily, like, letting them get away with, like, any, like, super wild shenanigans. There was always pressure on them at all times, even up until his own death. So I say just play, for Shibby and Alvi, just play a little bit more defensively and just abuse the strategy.
Huge opportunity here for Shibby and Alvi to close to get this back. It was so close the first time, but if Muffle and Eris can go up 2-0, it's going to be huge for him. Looking for their opportunity here.
Was he trying to, like, feed his own teammate Arson with that neutral bee?
Yeah, kind of like a baby bird, like the mom feeds the baby bird. It's the same type of idea.
Right in his open mouth.
Is this best of 5?
I believe so. If it isn't, I'll be surprised, but I feel like it should be. Narrowly missing the F smash on Shibby's recovery. That could have been really big for them.
Huge opportunity here as Muffle and Alvi are both off stage. Everyone making it back to center stage. A big party in the center. Arsene is here to hang out too, and he comes rising in.
Oh, that could have been an opportunity for a Let's Trump back air, but despite that, Eris still gets the kill with that charge S-smash.
Eris with 2 punishing up smashes. He's just smacking everybody here on that left-hand side of the stage. Turns out if you go here and you see that tomahawk chop from Joker coming down, you might want to get out of the way.
And not only did he call out that switch, he charged it so long to ensure that it killed, even on Charizard, the heaviest of the 3.
Great stuff from Eris there to just wheel and deal and take care of everybody on the other side. And now Muffle rising in. Shibby has Arsene. But Muffle patient, knocking him back into the center stage, but Alvi's there to catch Eris in midair and launch him up into the day.
Shibby's also been really, really aggressive on these down Bs, and Muffle is starting to call him out. Like, he'll start an edge guard and then just, like, wait a little bit and then just follow up with, like, a slap bomb. He's been doing that a lot. Now, I understand that that move is, again, super good, but see, like, right there, he's ready for it, and he's been punishing most of them, but he didn't punish that one.
Shibby with great patience. He knows the power of Arsene. He knows what he can do when he has it.
Ooh, good down smash punish.
Stuff there.
I think Leffen was recently tweeting about how Ivysaur's down smash is, like, really underrated, and I'm starting to kind of see it.
Absolutely. And we saw it there. That was big stuff as Muffle lost that stock in quick fashion. Back to even stocks here. Huge opportunity, but Shibby has to hold on to the stock. Fortunately, Arsene will assist with that.
Everybody in the scuffle right there.
Everybody launching in. Here we go. Muffle trying to hang back and take care of things, and there goes Shibby's stocks as Eris just launched him back and then took a moment to pose. I love the swagger Joker brings to things.
All right, red team's up a stock, but again, there's a chance where, like, if he switches right now, it'll be full Arsene. He's almost got it unrelatedly, but, you know. Okay, now he's got it. So, yeah, now just say Charizard. I actually like that decision-making.
As now Alvi came roaring in with that Flare Blitz. Huge opportunity here to take care of things. He has the grab, launches him off stage. Both.
Whoa, God.
Oh, so much power there, and Alvi was a victim of it all. And now Muffle and Eris up a stock and up a game. If they can go up 2-0, this will be huge for him.
And he's still got Arsene on, so at these percentages, Muffle has to be super careful, especially hanging out near the ledge there. But again, his maneuvering has been so good.
Able to carefully shield there, looking for their opportunity.
There it is.
Ooh,
that's the gimp. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
And Shibby can't make it back. A great gimp from Muffle, and it turns out the blue team might go down here not with a bang, but with a whimper. Is now Alvi in a precipitous situation.
I really should have brought it up earlier when you were asking about, like, what they can do differently, but it's definitely that down B, because Muffle just literally may have won the entire set over
He was just able to slip that in there and take him out. He might lose his stock here. No, he is able to make it back.
Ooh, that Vine Whip is going to – all right, now he has to make a choice. Does he want to let Muffle handle this, or is he going to, like, share in and try to make this a 2v1 situation?
They're going to let Muffle do it here against Alvi. We're back to a mano Squid versus whatever Ivysaur is.
Salad Dog.
There's a huge opportunity.
Cabbage Cat, whatever you want to call it.
Shibby has to get this, or excuse me, Alvi has to get this stock quickly on Muffle. Because if Muffle can rack up percent and then come in with a fresh one, it's going to be horrible.
Yo, Muffle's movement is still so clean, but that is going to be a pretty
cracks
solid
him
punish.
into the ground. If you look closely, there's a crater somewhere in that stage. What a crash!
Like a little bit of ink down there.
Yeah, it's just stuck in the ground. It's going to grow into an ink plant in 20 years.
Now this is a good opportunity for Alvi. Squirtle has all kinds of crazy low percent combos. He's got really good jab block stuff. Or you can even like kind of like walk you off to the side with finishing with an up B. But again, Muffle is just fully just like using Inkling speed to his advantage.
And Muffle with huge stage control, forcing Alvi to wait out those ink bombs. This Ivysaur is completely orange at this point.
Yeah.
The orange is starting to fade away. It's molting away the orange. But now with 60% of insurance, it's a huge opportunity for Muffle to close this out and send his team up 2-0.
And lucky for Muffle, Ivysaur took some pretty significant nerfs because we've seen, you know, down throw to up B or like a side B to up B kill really early. But now it's not nearly as strong, so Muffle can kind of hang on, and he's still got room for a couple more mistakes.
Muffle fishing for another grab. Alvi was able to take care of things, and just a stalemate for a second, a standoff. Alvi knows he can't make a single mistake because it could be an inky death for him.
Oh, no. Now he's got a Vine Whip back, but again, moves around the fair, avoids all of it. This is the chance. Okay, he tried to go for the Vine Whip. That was a 50-50 situation right there, whether he would or wouldn't air dodge. He would have had a punish. He just had to guess right.
Muffle comes in with falling there, able to follow up, but here comes Alvi launching in with that Vine, and the Vine catches him, and Alvi doing a great job of bringing this back. This could be a bit dangerous for Muffle. He has to finish this quick, just pummeling away on him, but Alvi able to fight out.
Nice stuff. Oh, back
staying
throw.
Alive at 178.
There's the Zard. He stayed in Ivysaur for so long because of those
Zard. Here comes the power, but Muffle's able to grab that throw and take care of it, and meets him in midair, right on the verge of the platform, and launches him high. And it looks like that was not best of 5, and that's going to do it. Muffle and Eris closing things out there, 2-0. Incredible stuff. And it turns out, false alarm, folks, it was best of 5.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to go double check on, because I feel like it should be. There's no reason for it not to be,
It absolutely should, but I mean, I saw everyone stand up and you know, do the shaking of the fists and start to leave, and that's what I thought we were at. So Muffle and Eris doing a good job of controlling things there. They're up in a solid 2-0. This is going to require a Herculean effort from two good players in Chibi and Alvi. Both games have been close.
Yeah, they've both been down to the very last stock.
Down to the absolute wire, but they have to close this out, and what is that going to take here?
So I want to highlight something. Alvi, oh God, not here. I mean, well, okay, that's an option. Alvi did a really good job of just being like, all right, I know I'm down, and I know that Charizard is heavier, but I'm going to stay Ivysaur because at those middling percents, Ivysaur gets a lot of really early kills where Charizard doesn't outside of, like, getting a back air read. And he tried as hard as he could. There were at least 3 different Vine Whip attempts, but none of them really worked out for him. So he was forced to switch to Zard, and then Muffle was immediately ready to just kill a character that large.
Shibby going hero, trying to use a little bit of this to set things up, and here we go.
Hey, man, anything can happen now, so.
Looking for his opportunity. Muffle hanging out on the right-hand side of the stage. Gets the grab on Shibby, and Shibby's launching in that fire blast, but it doesn't quite go anywhere.
He definitely seems ready to he definitely recognizes how dangerous this character is, and Muffle has been on him nonstop, adding so much pressure to try to prevent any menu calls. I haven't really seen one menu yet. There it is for the first time.
There comes the Crackle
okay.
Slash. It's the second menu slash, but there it is.
And he's dead.
As Eris meets Alvi right there and just slams him off into the night. Looking for an opportunity here.
Oh, that was so nice coming from Eris. 30% right off the bat from those down guns as soon as Alvi came back.
Ooh, went for a quick thwack, but nothing coming off of it. Shibby down to stock, looking to even things out in a quick fashion. Ooh, Alvi catches Eris over on the side, but a quick shot out, and he's able to make it back. Arsene coming in to save the day.
I think he was fishing for Zoom right there, but he didn't get it. Air dodged a little bit early and threw that stock away.
Shibby and Alvi looks like they didn't come out with the same momentum they've had in the past. Perhaps they can't get mentally ready again after thinking that it was a 2-0.
Yeah, that does kind of like change the way you're playing a little bit when you think you won and you find out you haven't just yet.
Well, going into an unexpected Game 3, Shibby and Alvi have to find something. They haven't taken a stock yet. Looks like they weren't ready to come back. They do finally get one on Eris, but it will require a Herculean effort here.
Yeah, they're down 5 stocks to 2 at this point, so it's going to be really rough. He's got bounce on, so he can avoid a lot of Joker's gun pressure he's been going for. But, yeah, they're just fully shutting him down. It's game changer right here. Did not get the kill that he wanted from that.
Seems stuck on that menu for a moment, as now it looks like Shibby's having trouble finding stuff. He's at 110%. It's a big, tough situation.
And he
for him
hocus pocus and he slows himself. Anything could have happened out of there, but unfortunately got a negative effect. And yeah,
he hocus pocused, but then Eris came in and hocus poked his stock away, taking care of business there. And a huge follow up from Eris coming in and slamming him deep into the night.
Okay,
there's a stained glass window somewhere on the first floor that's broken now. Great stuff from Muffle and Eris to close that out for the first time. We thought they did it earlier in a 2-0.
I was pretty sure.
They ran it back for a game 3, and they closed it out in even more dominating fashion.
Yeah, faster than it had been, too.
Great stuff for them. It's going to be a tough grand finals for whoever faces off against them.
Yeah, that's definitely I didn't realize Muffle was entering, but I looked at the teams earlier, and there weren't a lot of names that I recognized. I looked through it pretty thoroughly for singles. But for dubs, if I'd seen, I think I heard someone say Muffle. Muffles, I would put that as my 1 seed to win the event.
Absolutely. Muffle's a great player, to be sure. Great team, absolutely. We also saw great stuff from Shibby and Albie, though.
Yes,
they definitely stood out as a solid team, and I'd be interested to see what they can do in losers. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a rematch.
Really close those first 2 games too, but that game 3, it just seemed like everything fell apart.
Well,
because as you said, you're already discouraged.
I'm sure they weren't ready to sit back down and play, and then they tried to do the hero thing. It didn't really work out. There were no heroes there.
Right.
It's like that game, No More Heroes.
Great game.
I thought it was really overhyped and bad.
It's somewhere in the middle of that.
Okay, got it.
It's fun.
Got it.
From a comedy standpoint, it's great. I love that game.
I feel that. I mean, that's what you want. You want to have good comedic.
Hey, if Travis Touchdown made it in, I would not be mad about it at all. I don't think there's enough fan demand, but he's a very funny main character.
Oh no, it's not No Man's here. It's not No More Heroes.
You're talking about No Man's Sky? Oh no,
I'm
trash.
No Man's Sky.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, they have this. It starts with gnome, dude. What am I supposed to think?
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah,
thing,
No Man's
right?
Sky. No, I heard actually they patched it and fixed a lot of that game.
Yeah, supposedly it's actually a decent game now.
But now it's just and when you have a game that when it stinks up the place from release, even when you fix it later, no one goes check on it because that's what happened to No Man's Sky. That also happened to Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Started off.
That game was great. That game was great. I don't want to hear any blasphemy. That game was amazing.
Have you played it?
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, it's not, but it's great.
It's real bad.
It's a bad game, but it's a great game.
There were day 1 jab infinites found in that game.
That's great.
The first day.
I love that. That's what you want.
No.
That's what you want. That's what you want in a fighting game.
We differ, but yeah, they've fixed it since, but no one cares, especially not now. It's been years and years.
I just like
that
Yoshimitsu's in the game. Yoshimitsu should be in every game.
There's so many good games that Yoshimitsu's in.
Yoshimitsu should be in every game.
All of the Tekkens.
Every game would be better if Yoshimitsu was in it.
I wouldn't be mad if he was in this. I think if we ever do get a Tekken rep, which it kind of seems like we're leading that way because we have Street Fighter,
it's probably gonna be a
we have
Mishima.
KOF. It had to be a Mishima. It could be either Heihachi or. Heihachi's the main Mishima, so
yeah,
probably.
It's going to be Heihachi, probably.
All the story always revolves around him.
Or Devil Jin or something, but they're not going to put that in Smash.
That'd be sick, though.
Yeah, it would. I mean, I think if you put, every game would be better with Yoshimitsu. Smash, Madden.
Sure, really, really change it up. Just slice the ball midair.
Right, yeah. Is that an interception? No one
what
knows.
first down?
There's 2 balls.
You don't, no rules.
Right, you can't have an interception if there's 2 balls on the field, because then you only have half of one. There's still another ball you have to contend with. No quarterback knows how to do that.
This is the extent I have for regular sports information.
Yeah, and in football, normally there's only 1 ball, but if Yoshimitsu's there, there's 2.
Or if the Patriots are playing, half a ball.
Wow.
So Kaioken and Asta.
Kaioken and Asta looking to deflate the hopes of Larissa and Cyan Can here. That was a Deflategate pun. I'm not sure if you caught that.
Oh, I caught it.
I was playing off of what you said.
Yeah.
You seemed disappointed. I wasn't sure if it
was. Oh, no. I
wasn't sure if you weren't reacting or if you were actively, disappointed.
No. I totally get it.
Okay.
I got it. I'm like, they did that. Illegal. Speaking of illegal, we're going to have Luigi coming in, who at 0% should be illegal because, my God, you really said Luigi is a quick time event. That's how I would define this character. He's a quick time event. Ooh, right there.
There it is.
Kaioken going for those up Bs. All right. So they've been going for it a lot. If Cyan catches on to that, that will be a dead cloud. I am speaking that into existence right now. Kaioken's really got to be careful on that. But Asta opting to stay Bowser again. It worked really, really well for them in the last set that we saw. They got a ton of damage, and they were even able to set up some kill combos with Asta's up smash. So, again, Larissa, I hope I got that right, is going to have to really, again, focus on walling them out with Knight because these are 2 characters that, again, would have to, approach in really weird angles around it and then just kind of let, Cyan get these punishes when they start to get frustrated. I still think that should be their main strategy for, most matches. Good parry on the
Larissa hanging out on that top platform. Ooh. Parried successfully, but couldn't parry the waiting red leg coming at you from Bowser. He just launches his whole body at you.
That's a big boy.
Like a baby being born.
That's a big boy. Like a baby being born.
That's how they no, babies don't come out feet first. My bad. I don't know. I don't remember.
You'll just yank him up by the thigh and be like, this your baby.
I don't remember my birth. I'm sorry for the misinformation.
I do. Wow. Step it up, bro.
You don't remember my birth.
I do.
There. You were not there when I was born.
I remember your birth.
That's crazy.
Let's get away from your birth.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Huge opportunity. And, ooh, huge opportunity for these characters to secure a berth in Losers Finals, as now Kayakin and Asta up a stock, and Cyan Cat gone, and now they're up 2. Great stuff from Kayakin and Asta early on. Asta finally loses the stock, but Kayakin, as we've seen all tournament, doing a great job of hanging on to his stocks, controlling the game, and that limit cross slash doing some work on
Yeah,
Cyan
immediately
Cat.
throwing it out, too, being like, you know, I know I'm close to death, so I'm going to make you really work for this approach here. A lot of damage on Cyan.
Asta falling Larissa off stage and punishing with a huge fair. Now Larissa finally, or quickly I should say, down to his final stock.
Now that's a good idea, seeing Luigi, again, go for that down B at a disadvantage. You just get so much room to just, like, reset the neutral. You have so much time to, like, you know, get out of stuff. Larissa calling out that air dodge, throwing out that up smash. It lasts
trying
so
to rack
long.
up some damage, but a limited amount of damage. But Kayakin finally losing his first stock.
All right, Kayakin has to be careful. He is in the quick time zone. Oh, wow, he killed so early with that F smash. He's only at 77.
Just wham, bam, thank you, and a slam.
He even went for the up B spike on Larissa, which could have really turned things in their favor. That would have been a free stock and only like another 60-ish%.
Huge opportunity.
Okay, here it is. He's
Asta
in the movie.
launching in the
He's
top
in the movie.
platform.
Nice. Mashing up B, just being like, if you are a frame off, I am not letting you have this. I know I was criticizing him for using up B a lot earlier at a disadvantage, but that is definitely the time to do it.
Cyan Cat's closing it down Asta there, and a huge opportunity here. If they can manage to get a hold of Kayakin, it will be back to even, but he's doing a good job of staying out of the way of danger.
Oof.
Ooh, Larissa doing a great job of launching that limit attack right back at him, and here we go. Huge opportunity for him.
Oh, sour spot on that forward air. That could have really spelled disaster for Kaioken. But Larissa's spacing was just a little bit off.
Larissa able to make it back. Cyan Can and Larissa trying to roar back, and here we go. Larissa has to hang on to the stock here, or else it's going to be a very dangerous situation.
Ooh, was able to get through that back air, though. And
waiting for it, able to, that could have been bad. He almost caught that recovery, but nothing going off.
It was a good idea.
Reads the roll and catches him with an up smash. Now Kayakin down to his final stock, and Asta in the danger zone. But there goes Larissa. Cyan Can. This is winnable, but it'll take a Herculean effort.
Yes, and that was a ton of great ledge pressure from Larissa, but the cleanup was just ready on the opposite team.
If Cyan can take care of Asta, it'll be a mano-a-mano opportunity. But Kayakin's going to do his best. Ooh, smacks his own teammate in the process. Looking for an opportunity. Cyan Can taking care of Asta.
All right,
and now we're back to even.
I think the raise changes things, but quick time. Cloud is just like, I am not going to be on the same level as you. Hiding on the platforms, super good idea. Force Luigi to go for like a back air approach, buddy.
Cyan Can, he just knows he just needs one more hit. Goes for that up air. Cyan Can able to stay out of the way. This is a precipitous position to be sure. All he needs is a little bit of momentum. Launches down, nothing going there. Cyan Can able to make it back right into a waiting dash attack. Luigi is living, ladies and gentlemen. Living
that
like
LB is
Luigi.
getting him a lot of mileage, actually. Up tilt again. He won the last game with up tilt.
Eventually catching him there. A great effort from Cyan Can to hold on, but in the end, the advantage that Kayakin had, 150% or more. It was just too much for him to overcome.
So what I think Larissa and Cyan Can, again, way more Knight just generally. Like, that move is just so incredibly good. But also, Cyan was actually getting the low percent grabs, but has yet to fully get that zero death. And not necessarily because they've been, like, interrupted by, like, a teammate or anything. Just been, like, a little bit off on the timing. And that's Luigi's main game, is he wants to, like, beat the crap out of you at zero, if not kill you entirely. That's his absolute best tool.
Just rush right in early and just take care of business before anyone has time to realize anything's happening.
Exactly. But if Luigi's not getting those zero deaths and Larissa's not putting out that Knight, it just gives Red Team so much more time to just, like, figure out their strategy and just, like, you know what I mean? And just, like, kind of dominate the neutral a little bit.
Asta raining fire from heaven on that top platform.
There we go. Or you know what? What Cyan could do, so since he's not able to get these zero death combos, but he knows that Kaioken's going to, like, keep up being out, just, like, start to bait that out. You could even wait for it and, like, get an up B. He got a lot of really good up B punishes earlier in the set they had previously.
Kayakin doing a good job of extolling the virtue of patience and not letting anything come his way. Great catch on that limit cross slash. Doing a good job of wailing away on blue team so far.
Classic up air pressure coming from Kaioken, but Larissa's able to air dodge through it. And now,
oh, here comes Cyan Can chaining those aerials.
Beautiful coverage from Larissa.
Asta able to get out of the way over on the other side, but nothing quite doing of it yet.
Ooh, that back
him
air.
With that falling back air. Great stuff there. And that's the first stock gone, and it's Kayakin and Larissa both losing one early.
Also, yeah, dying at 82%. That's so detrimental. They would have had a pretty big lead because that Cloud got pretty well taken care of at the ledge, but boy, that even things up so quickly. Going really deep, trying to get that fair on Cyan. Good idea from Asta.
Asta comes roaring in, but right into the waiting poke of Larissa.
What?
Huge stuff there.
Did he get out of limit cross slash?
He did.
Did Neutral Beast?
He just poked his way right out of there.
Okay.
He said, I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, the nerfs are here, ladies and gentlemen, in Smash Ultimate.
Huge opportunity here for Larissa as he's meeting Kaiken on the top platform, but he gets caught. Tries to go for the fair, but it doesn't quite land. Cyan Cat able to make it back on the right as everyone's focused on Larissa.
Yes, definitely just immediately was like, I don't think I have a good edge guard on you, so they immediately just tried to ping pong Larissa instead and force Luigi's pretty slow recovery to come back to the stage to like balance things back out.
Great stage control so far, but Larissa able to get a poke on it. Ooh, that platform might have saved him as Asta was able to land up on it with what could have been a dominating down B.
Yeah, almost got bootied down, but he was able to make it through.
Huge opportunity here. Here comes Asta, waiting in the wings, ready to jump in, and there he goes.
Will there be a punish?
Launches
No
him
punish
right
from
into the
Larissa.
top platform and is able to escape back down to earth.
Now, to Larissa's credit, the splash hitbox on Bowser's side B is crazy strong. It's stronger than the move itself.
And another one there as he's just grabbing these people and launching them.
Kaioken really trying to wait things out, knowing that that last stock was all just ledge pressure, and then gets dash tagged into the sweet spot fair.
Asta has to be careful on this stock as they are now down in percent. If he loses this stock, it could be dangerous. He's been doing a good job of walloping on people. Oh, this could be huge. He needs to get something on Larissa. Follows him up, but Cyan able to shield there and get his own follow-up, and the punish coming through. Great stuff to take care of things for Asta. Now Cyan and Larissa are up a stock, and they have to hold on.
Yes, they do indeed. Another down throw combo coming from Cyan, but not fully completed. Still a lot of damage.
Asta really fishing
nice
for damage
dare from
there.
Larissa.
But Larissa strong and fortuitous, able to hold on. Looking for an opportunity here. Kaiken coming in to save the day and do a little bit of damage to Larissa. Limit is online, and Larissa caught in the crossfire.
Really trying to force that pressure out. We saw neutral B, we saw down smash, just anything they could think of to just get Kaioken off, but Kaioken is just relentlessly aggressive right now.
Kaiken walloping on Larissa over on the other side. He went to Burger King and said, can I get a #1? Because this is a whopper for him right now.
Oh my gosh.
Looking for his opportunity here as now Larissa loses that stock. He was just overwhelmed by the onslaught from Red Team. Cyan now with a Herculean effort facing him. If he can take care of Asta, it'll be back to even, but that's been tough to do over the course of this game.
It's actually crazy how much knockback there was in that dare, even at only 69% post-hit. Like, that's wild.
Asta with just a couple grabs, he could slam him into the ground.
Oh, now we have a totally even game.
Done. Kaiken has limit.
Down B? Oh,
Kaiken
no!
has limit, but Luigi has combos. That one doesn't quite land, and there comes the limit cross slash. Huge opportunity for Kaiken to close it out. Cyan makes it back, gets the shield. Oh, a great parry there, but they elect to fall back and wait for their opportunity.
Good idea also using that Zare on the way down to like kind of like prevent anybody from getting punished for that fair. That was really smart. Yet another opportunity where like the game could have been decided if Cyan was able to just clean up those combos just a little bit. Now we have an even game.
Huge opportunity here. Kaioken gets the grab. Cyan able to just force his way out of it. Slams him up and slams him down. Says what goes up must come down. That's gravity in action, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go.
The up smash.
But there we go. Cyan able to weather the storm and just whop him right into the twilight. I was trying to figure out what time of day it was. It's twilight.
Well, when you have a Red Bull at noon, you lose all that.
Yeah, honestly, I did. Like, I'm looking, like, here it's noon, but it feels like much later.
It could be 9:30. I don't know anymore.
Right, but then I'm looking at the screen and I'm thinking, all right, that's like twilight time, right? Like, in canonical Smash time, it's roughly like 6 p.m., right? like if you're looking at the sky. Like
yeah, you're right.
The level
you're right.
of light.
You're right.
Like it's not nighttime yet. Like, but it's getting there. It's approaching dusk.
All right, now we are on our final game of loser semis. I believe only winners, losers, and grands will be 3 out of 5. So
Larissa and Cyan, it's almost dusk for them. What do they have to do to even this out a little bit?
Going to Yoshi's Island. That is some smart stuff. Cyan's got to clean those combos up. That game would have been won from that down throw to up B. Or also, even just looking for down throw to down B, it's a little bit easier to like land it just because the hitbox is bigger. You just got to start stealing those early stocks because Red Team is doing a great job of stealing those stocks. As we saw from Larissa dying at only 80-something for that Bowser back here earlier, like you gotta play tit for tat when it comes to stuff like that.
Huge opportunity here. Larissa was juggling him earlier, but Cyan with an early percent deficit.
There we go.
Ooh,
that's what we need from
there.
Luigi.
as Asta is already gone. Great stuff from Cyancan, cleaning up his business and taking care of things a little bit.
I like that ledge trap from Kaioken, going for the fair, forcing Laration to stand up into the limit side me, or limit neutral me, excuse me. Another up. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is where Luigi shines. You have to take advantage of how cheesy this character can be. And cheese is a scary word, but it's Luigi. You know what it is.
Everybody knows what's up.
You know what he does.
That CC stands for cheddar cheese right now.
Cheddar
Cyancan taking care of business early on. Gets Asta and launches him in the night, but Bowser's a big boy, and he's not going down without a fight.
Laration trying to call out a roll of that down smash, but Kaioken was really patient, just waited around it. Oh, that's 2 stocks off the red team already. Blue team is looking really good.
Asta in a dangerous position. Kaioken has to hold on to these stocks because they are now mission critical.
Side B was immediately from the Angel platform. Smart stuff from Asta. And another one. Not going to net a kill or anything because they just came back, but plenty of free damage for sure.
Huge opportunity for Cyancan. If they can take care of Kaioken, they'll have a huge advantage here.
Here we go.
Throw, and here comes the combos. Asta able to roar back with a grab of his own and take him all the way up to that top platform and slam him into that red surface.
That was absolutely crucial, too, because a third stock loss right there. Kaioken is doing a really good job of stock tanking. So they're not doing too bad. Stocks are technically even, but Kaioken has to hang on. Oh, there it is. It's going to be really rough. And it's really hard for Bowser, a character of this size, to get back against these ledge traps, but Kaioken was there to save. Good stuff to them.
Ooh, Cyancan slamming him down into the mat and taking him back up.
I like the effort going for the rising down B. It definitely would have killed, especially on a stage like Yoshi's. But
Kaioken thought he had something, able to carefully spot dodge, and now Limit online, rising in and slamming away at Asta. Asta on the ropes. He's got to be mega careful, but he wasn't.
No.
Runs
Kills
right
his
into that
teammate.
Limit cross slash, and are they going to stock share? They do.
Yes, you have to stock share.
It's imperative.
They have to focus Luigi right now. He's been such a detriment to blue team. Now they're starting to get those early kills, which is, again, the only difference, because other than that, it's been like so close. But they have to focus him. They have to force Zelda to approach too. Zelda's not
Predatorial gets that slam, and someone called Denny's because that was a grand slam, taking care of things. But Cyancan able to make it back on this one, but right into another waiting one, and that one's going to get the kill.
All right, now we have stocks even. Kaioken is close to 80% though, so you got to be extra careful, especially throwing out big moves like that. Cyancan was ready with that F smash.
Kaioken gone, and now Asta. It's all up to him.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Out of the way, but here comes Cyancan. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I think he's got to follow their DI a little bit because they seem to be drifting out consistently.
Not
so you just got to like fall with them.
Ooh, there comes Asta using that big body to slam back down into the turf.
There it is, yeah.
Huge opportunity here. That won't quite kill, though, as Asta. Bowser's a big boy, and he's able to stay alive.
Asta's got a crazy big mountain to climb here. Now we're starting to see them wall him out a little bit, throwing out these side
left-hand side. Comes roaring in, gets a back air, trying to take care of things, but he ran right into Larace's waiting opportunity and takes care of business. Good stuff from Larasa and Cyancan.
All right, we finally saw Cyancan come alive with those early percent combos, and it was exactly the difference they needed to take it.
Huge stuff there. If I looked mad for a second there, it's because there's a fly running around and trying to tri-cast with us.
Not
it's
only
pretty irritating, man.
Yeah, we don't have a mic that size. Also, there is a full convention center behind several layers of doors.
You know how many people are there?
Behind
No, I see what you're saying.
There's so many. This fly had spent so much effort to get in our way. Go through the curtains, didn't buy a badge, just snuck in.
It's nice to
feel wanted. And it's just ruining our day.
It's nice to feel wanted, you know?
Yeah.
That fly really wants to be around us, and I respect it, but we just don't have time for that right now, man.
And now the fly's being all camera shy. It won't pop up.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
We just dumb.
Yeah, where you at now? Come on, man. It's crunch time. Where you at?
Dude, yeah, I've been this fly off camera like the whole time.
Like sometimes I'll be like in the middle of a sentence, and I'll see you just start like little macking the air. I'll see you like you're about to pull a Mike Tyson and a Vander Holyfield that you're about to bite the ear off.
If this fly lands for one moment,
like you're like one interaction away from doing
I'm
the
gonna
frog
body
thing
slam
and just
it.
sticking your tongue out. And my man's going little. He's gonna go for it.
I never had breakfast, so I might. You know.
You have veggie straws or whatever they are. Don't show they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. Zesty ranch. There's nothing. Actually, they are kind of zesty.
It's pretty good. But
I don't know. I don't know if zesty is the word I use. Zesty implies a lot of things that I don't know if those veggie straws exactly are. But like, they're not bad. I don't mind them.
Zesty.
I don't mind him.
Yeah.
But we got a zesty losers finals right here, Cy. We got Larissa and Cyancan, who we just saw level up in Game 3 and really close things out.
I'm going to ban you from the word zesty starting right now.
Please do. I'm happy for that. Versus Shibby and Alvi, who we've seen put on a clinic so far, only losing to Muffle and Eris.
Yeah, and really close outside of that Game 3. Game 3 was a little bit of a wash. They kind of fell apart there. But this is going to be a pretty good match. Cyan definitely seems very fired up from that Game 3 that we just saw. So I'd love to see that momentum come into this and really help balance things out with how good the red team has been all day.
Shibby and Cyancat trading on the other side, and here
there
comes Cyancat. Huge execution, but Arsene is online, able to power through.
What
he
a
says,
power
you don't
shift
do
right
that
there.
to my brother.
And then another upbeat. Yeah, Cyan's on fire. Cyan is absolutely fired up now.
Cyancan is ready to go. Taking care of business is Shibby already down before Alvi even knows what happened.
And a second combo opportunity already, and calling out the down B punish. Yo, Cyan is ready to win this. Oh, that could have been it. Another opportunity there. Larissa tried to cover with the F smash, but Rob was able to weave in between. Gonna have to be really careful. Already at 79% on his second stock. I know he lost the first one early, but you gotta hang around, especially when you have Arsene, because that's gonna be like the main killing power of this team.
Huge opportunity here as Larissa comes rising in off stage, but there's Arsene and Shibby able to take care of business there. Doesn't quite get the kill though, and a great interaction off stage. Cyancan able to make it back. Alvi thought he was ready, but nothing going off of it.
Almost survived that up smash with down B, but Larissa's just down B up smash just lasted so
Shibby
crazy
already
long.
down 2 stocks. He got walloped on early by that Luigi, and then another stock going down 2 before anyone else has even lost one. He's got to toughen up.
Yes. Now, for their credit, he does have Arsene right now, and if Charizard can hang on a little longer, he can get pretty much another free one before he dies. Great counter read right there. Calling out Cyan's aggression, knowing
Shibby
that he's really been gunning for him.
Catching Cyancan and Larissa both losing their stock there. Huge opportunity now for Shibby and Alvi to close this out. Alvi has to hang on to the stock, though.
Yeah, still on his first stop.
He's going to the big boy, the big burgundy boy, that Charizard trying to hang on to that third stock. They know they're going to need that insurance later.
There it is. He was looking for the switch. He actually upbeat his own teammate. Okay, I thought that was going to be up smash. That would have sealed Rob's fate right there.
And Alvi tried to get that edge guard over there with the Ring of Fire, someone called Johnny Cash, but Cyancan was able to get
There's a switch. Look how much Arsene meter just got off that.
Huge Arsene meter. That's why this team is considered banned in many contexts, but they're using it to its full potential here.
Oof. Actually almost sniped that warp with down air. That would have been really nice, but Alvi was off the mark. Alvi's still on his very first stock, tanking as hard as he possibly can.
Great stock tanking there as Shibby looks like he's going to need that. He does have Arsene now, and he's using it to its full potential, but Alvi losing that stock, and now they're in a dangerous spot, down 2. They've got to get a kill. They've got to get a kill on Larissa quick. He's doing a good job of staying out of the way.
We've seen a lot of aggression with these counters, too, just being like, I'm not going to let you make this lead get any further. Back there off stage. This could be really rough if he doesn't recover appropriately. Luigi has a lot of really strong gipping tools.
Huge opportunity here is now Alvi and Shibby take both stocks, and it's back to even. 48 and 71% insurance for blue team. Can they use it?
All right, you got some nice low percent combos coming from Squirtle. Not nearly as damaging as Luigi's, of course, but that's just by character design, not by input error or anything. Ooh, Larissa in a lot of pressure, but just weathering the storm so well, even being trapped between both of the members of the other team.
Here's an opportunity. Is now Shibby and Alvi trying to hang on, but Shibby on the ropes. He's doing a good job after losing those first 2 stocks to hang on to this third one.
Oh, that nice warp from the center stage is going to actually even things up a little bit. But
Shibby is gone, and now Cyancan and Larissa looking to close this one out to the best of their ability.
I was left alone. Ivysaur's a really good character, but not necessarily the strongest 2v1 character. Everything he does is, well, side B to up air. There you go. And
here we go. It's Alvi versus Larissa. Zelda versus something I guarantee she's never seen before in her entire life. Imagine if Zelda, with her somewhat sheltered upbringing, saw this coming at her.
She's like, I don't like the ghetto.
That's a gigantic vine. And now here comes a dragon, possibly even more terrifying from a canonical perspective. And a terrifying throw as he tried to make it back to the stage, and Zelda was just, shell-shocked, just fear-stricken. And that forward throw launches deep into the night.
It is so wild that Red Team won that match considering how fast they were down. Shibby lost his first 2 stocks almost immediately in about the first minute, and Alvi just tanked so hard. Alvi did not lose a stock until Shibby shared. Like, that's how hard Alvi was tanking. And that is the difference between what just happened right there. Like, he literally made no mistakes for like 3.5 minutes, and he was able to cover what Cyan Can was doing.
Alvi losing only one stock the entire time and giving Shibby the opportunity needing to hang on and just close things out. Great stock tanking there, and great teamwork. Great
and
job.
Even surviving the 2v1, which is like Ivysaur was good, but he's not a mobile enough character to like do that normally. But he caught somebody slipping.
Great stuff there. So what do Lareza and Cyan Can have to do to combat that excellent teamwork?
Honestly, they should do what they were doing, but I think they should also focus a little bit of it to Alvi because they were super focused on Joker, but it's kind of hard because if you focus either one of them, like if you focus Joker, he gets Arson, but if you focus Pokemon Trainer, he still gets Arson.
I really thought you were just going to say they should do what they were doing but better, and I was going to be like, thanks, Sai.
I mean,
appreciate it.
Kind of, but like they need to switch their target a little bit too because like they let Alvi tank, which was a good idea, but that also gives Rob all that free Arson, and then even still, like just get that same lead, but just start to switch it up a little bit.
Looking for their opportunity here as Shibby dropping back, but roaring back in with the pressure, both of Red Team on the left-hand side of the stage, waiting out their opportunity.
Good counter. Again, Shibby is very, very liberal with the use of this down B, and if Cyan tries to start calling that out, or Alvi for that matter, there's a lot of free punishes.
Absolutely.
Again, goes for the B reverse up B on accident, missing and hitting his own teammate. Thankfully for him, only the sour spot.
Ooh,
Dense Fire is
tried to
kill
roar
it
back down, but right into the waiting arms. He tried to attack Cyan Cat, but there was Din ready to say, I'm the Fire Fairy.
I'm the Fire Fairy.
Looking for an opportunity here. Back on center stage. Here comes Shibby trying to go in. Waits out Lareza. And now here we go.
That was a nice combo from Shibby, too. Drag down fair and a dash attack and an up B. That was sick.
Catches Cyan Can and force him to fall back to the left-hand side, but he does get a grab and catches Alvi trying to sink down, but that lasted long. He was just spinning around. Just keep spinning. Great stuff there from Cyan Can as he's still on his third stock.
Yes, and you can definitely see we got a pretty solid lead, and they're not looking to give it up anytime soon, doing really good about staying out of disadvantage, throwing out those neutral Bs when they're trapped, and even handling the 2v1 just solo with Lareza with that up smash right there.
Huge opportunity
but that
here.
was a misgrab. That's going to be bad.
Waiting out that misgrab and getting the solid punish. Great stuff there, but they are still down a stock. They got to take care of Cyan Can quickly, but he's making that hard to do. Great survivability and a solid combo. Catches him right out of Flare Blitz. It takes a lot of fortitude to grab a dragon charging at you like a fireball.
Yes.
But evidently, Luigi is unafraid.
It's honestly a misleading move. The hitbox on it is way smaller than Charizard's hurtbox, so you can mess with it. But if you're wrong, you're gonna die. So as you just said, you have to be really on your point, on your game. Excuse me.
Shibby able to catch him over on the right-hand side. Cyan Can losing his first stock because he wasn't quite able to make it back, but they are still up one. Shibby has to hang on to this third stock.
This is an opportunity right now, too, for Alvi to switch over and give a lot of arson to his teammate. He's at 100%, so this is when the cheese will start to come in.
Big opportunity.
Well, there's arson anyway.
Shibby has arson and only 16% on him, but Alvi loses his stock. They've got to do something quick here.
So what's wild about that is he's trying to save his teammate, and he did the F smash, which didn't even hit both because Luigi is so invincible during that down B. So it's an unfortunate team kill that I don't think he was ready for.
Major opportunity here. Shibby and Alvi both down to their final stock. If Lareza can hang on to this, it's going to be huge.
Another big combo from Cyan. Cyan is just looking so fired up from that previous game.
So here we go. Cyan Can carrying this momentum perhaps through the entire remainder of the tournament. Excellent stuff as now Shibby can't quite seem to land everything. Lareza, though, knocked off stage. And now a big opportunity. Cyan Can gets the grab on Alvi, but he can't quite follow up on the combo. Catches him in a dare. And now Lareza slowly sinking back to earth, able to just get out of the way of that fair. That could have been big.
Blue team has still pretty consistently had this stock lead. At first it was 6-4, now it's just 2-4.
Lareza rising in, taking care of Alvi there. Can they close this out? Arsene online for Shibby to go ahead and stall just a little bit.
Cyan almost got his shield broken right there. That was really close, especially with an Arsene
Joker. Huge counter there.
Great play.
And there goes Lareza's stock. Lareza thought he could slide in and take care of things, but Shibby was so ready. Huge opportunity. If they can take care of Cyan Can here, they might have an opportunity.
Both in kill percents, just going to have to play this extra careful at this point. Cyan's been doing a really good job of calling out the shield pressure with that up smash, so they need to work around that especially. Maybe focus on Lareza, make things a little bit easier. Just because the Zelda's out of shield options aren't as scary. They're still good, but not as scary as that up smash. But then again, that up smash came through right there.
Big opportunity here for Alvi. If he can hang on, he could really make a statement, but Cyan Can and Lareza have him on the ropes to be sure.
Yeah, so much ledge pressure, too, coming from Luigi, and then Knight to back it as well in case you roll through. There it is.
Opportunity, and there's that up air rising up to the top platform, and in the end, there was just nowhere for Larissa to go.
Yeah, at a right timing, that'll hit the ledge, it'll catch get up, it'll catch jump, and then because he jumped forward early, Larissa's like, all right, well, this move wasn't attached to my body, and is able to just get that jump call out with that up air and then just like finish everything off.
There was nowhere for him to go to escape Larissa there. He covered the stage, and then he was able to quickly find that up air. He knew that he was going to have to jump onto that platform, and fortunately, he was able to come in from underneath, sneak up, and poke him into the sky.
Yeah, and Cyan was staying not too far away either, just in case there was a punish opportunity that he needed, but Larissa just had it covered. So now we are 1-1. Oh, we got the hero coming out. Okay, no, going back to Joker. I thought we were going to get another hero play right there.
Shibby has gone to that hero before.
They did. It didn't work out well that game.
It was a desperation play.
Hero's kind of like a roll of the dice character. It could work out amazing. You never really know.
Here we go. Game 2 from GDEX Underworld, brought to you by All Mid here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. Yep, going to Kalos. Pretty solid idea. Just going to try to get them separated a little bit if they can help it. Nice combo coming from Alvi, or attempt at least, with the down throw, looking for the up air. But Larissa is just getting out of disadvantage so easily with this neutral B. Actually, both members of Red Team have a really noticeable way out of disadvantage. So we just need the blue team to start or the blue team rather should start trying to capitalize on it and just call it out.
Huge opportunity here. Larissa has him over on the right-hand side. He's wailing away on him here.
Good counter by Shibby again. Nice. And I like that Larissa knows that that F-tilt is so insanely good on shield. You almost never really get to punish it. Like, if you see F-tilt once and you block it, you're probably just going to have to eat another F-tilt if you try to do anything. Oh, we saw drag down fair in the up air, or in the up-tilt. That was smart stuff.
Huge counter on the side, and there comes the tornado. But Alvi had an antidote for that tornado, just ran in and poked it. And there was no match.
That back air hits so high, too. It's such a good anti-air tool.
Oh, Alvi just launching Larissa into the stained glass window. There's a cracked one somewhere over on the right-hand side of the stage.
All over the floor. Someone's got to sweep that up. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, some janitorial staff was going to be quite perturbed after this.
We didn't even see the bottom of the stage. Ain't no floor. It's just
it's true.
It's out here.
Someone lives down there.
How did they get here?
How did they get there?
Questions we'll ask for another day.
Yeah, what is the physiology of this pedestal?
A lot of questions.
Me too.
All right, so I like that Larissa had the teammate grab, knew that the other person was rating for the punish, but instead of going for a throw immediately, it was just like, I'm just going to hang here and just see what you do, and the dash tag actually cleaned things up the way Larissa wanted them to.
And catching him over on the right-hand side, Larissa sends that Phantom out, and the Phantom with a big swing, a home run, Zelda. Great stuff for blue team.
And only at 92%. That's a big swing for them.
Huge stuff here as now they are a stock up. This would be great if they can go up 2-1. But Shibby has to hang on. Arsene still a little bit of a ways away.
I like that. Going for the combos. He switched out. Cyan not missing a beat. Just continuing the combo anyway, putting 77% on Alvi as soon as they got back on that stop. Ton of damage. Not the kill they needed, but definitely a lot of damage. Looking at 100, and both of them have the raw kill power to make this count, especially when he switches to Squirtle. A little bit of a risky move, but he is able to kind of shut down Luigi's approaches a little bit. Switching back to Ivysaur, that's smart too. Yeah, Charizard just definitely needed to get out of there, basically, no matter what they're going to do. And those two switches probably gave him a bunch of arson. Oh, Alvi really kind of swinging for the fences with these F smashes. But Cyan is just playing really patient. Again, really seeming to get maybe a little bit desperate for these smash attacks. Just trying to take these stocks off blue team. They are just not able to be killed. Arson back on deck again for the second time on the same stock already, and he's only at 50.
Huge opportunity here. Alvi coming on the right-hand side, right into a waiting tornado. Cyanken trying to take care of Alvi's second stock and push a 2-stock lead.
I think he was looking for down throw up air, but it got interrupted by the side B, especially the Arson side B.
Soaring in, and now if Cyanken loses this stock, it'll be a tough spot for blue team. Alvi trying to take care of Larissa. Tresh trying to make something happen, but he fails in that endeavor. And now they're a stock down. Cyanken doing a good job of holding on.
Uh-oh. Alvi's almost in the blender again, but he's able to DI really far out and not get the full combo that Cyan wanted.
Cyanken just rushing all over and just pounding away on everything. Just wailing away with freedom.
No tech on that forward air. That's going to do it a little bit early, too. It's a little bit risky because obviously if you miss a tech, you get an air dodge. It's hard to recover from, but man, oh man, it was crucial for him to tech that wall right there. Now blue team has a 3-stock advantage. Just one Lone Alvi. He did make this comeback earlier, but not to 3. I think it was just to 2.
And Alvi looking for his opportunity here, waiting out that up smash. He's not going to let it come easy. He's going to fight for it.
Laresha passionately covering that roll with that up smash, just throwing him out just
looking
in
for
case.
an opportunity, catches him in that falling downs fire, and here we go, looking for his opportunity here.
And you know what? Cyan's been on this second stock for so long, like about 3.5 minutes now. And it's definitely the big difference here.
This is going to require an incredible effort, and there was nothing going on up there. As Cyan lived all the way to 159 and was able to find that up there and take care of business.
All right, so Laresha and Cyan are now 2-1, 1 game away from making it to Grands. Shibby and Alvi just need to clean it up a little bit. In that situation, though, when you have a Luigi like spacing with Bear and also charging up smash, like it's just so hard to get through. And then Laresha was just again standing right at roll distance with that up smash, and it lasts so long. Like even if you're like late on the read, you're like guaranteed to get it. So they just, what do you think they should be doing different?
So, I mean, this is a huge opportunity for Shibby and Alvi. So Shibby has executed everything so well throughout this tournament and really just had complete command of the game throughout, especially when he's able to augment Arsene using that trainer strat that we were talking about.
Right.
So if he can continue to pull that here and establish something in on Laresha and Cyan, it's going to put them in a hole that they're going to have a tough job getting out of. When the game stays close, they're usually able to execute and close things out. If Shibby can just roar in and take care of things early on and put him in a hole, they usually can't climb out
They might need to focus Cyan specifically too, because Luigi once again is just getting so many early kills
with all these early
and even
counters.
taking.
Yeah. Well, and when he's able to tank like that and still execute those combos, he can just whip stuff out real fast. Arsene already online.
Oh yeah, almost immediately. Only not even 20 seconds into the game.
And a huge opportunity here for Red Team as they're looking to set things up early. Can they use this Arsene momentum? Here comes Cyan, a couple aerials, and now forced to retreat up to that top platform is Shibby. There's just nothing he can do. He can't hang on. Even Arsene. Luigi taking on 2 at the same time.
All right, Laresha going to warp through, kind of getting around some of that ledge pressure and really cleaning things up, especially with that dense fire, adding so much pressure, and it's also all around Cyan, so Cyan is able to clean up like where Zelda's hitboxes aren't, which is really, really scary for Red Team.
Big opportunity here is now Shibby with control of center stage. Alvi and Shibby both have control, and
beautiful
Alvi
dare from Alvi.
Using that control to not even let Cyan think about coming back. Falling right in and a huge down air to take care of business.
All right. Laresha only had 56% on their first stock. Oh, my God. Arsene is so strong. Sorry. Now at 80% on their first stock after that single F smash. But boy, oh, boy, still doing really well. Definitely leading the charge of the team right now. And it definitely seems like they're trying to focus Cyan more than they were before. You definitely saw them both just like kind of 2v1ing. And then, which I think is a strat because like Zelda, she has Knight and she has stuff like up B, but they're all reactable.
And we saw Laresha hang out over on the right-hand side of the stage, just wait for a moment and then seize the day. Carpe diem, huge stuff, taking care of things there and only now losing
really
his first
sneaky
stock.
up air right there too to take that first stock off.
Big opportunity here for Laresha if he can hang on to this percent, but Alvi doing a good job of cleaning that up. 32. And now a big opportunity for Alvi to continue to close things out.
Also, Cyan's gonna have to be a little bit more careful because there's certain percent ranges where like Luigi should have a combo for you pretty much anywhere from 0 to 100. But right there, if he had gone straight into just double jump down B, I think he could have killed Shibby a little earlier. But he's still alive and he's got Arsene to boot, and this is gonna really start to shift the momentum in their favor. He gets another stock like he just did with that dash attack and that dash attack.
Should be picture perfect, countering the recovery on one side, letting it happen over on the other end, but waiting with that dash attack and roaring in to take care of that stock. 2 stock advantage down to 1 as Shibby does lose 1. A good return fire from blue team, but they got to get rid of Alvi too.
And now he has the opportunity to switch and give him immediate Arsene if he wants to. But I don't think Alvi's been paying attention to it that well. Perhaps these switches have just been like by like coincidence, not necessarily like for the strategy. But yeah, definitely should have switched one time.
Where he definitely should have switched to use the Charizard bulk. Nothing coming of it here, and now here comes Squirtle, and indeed Arsene is online for Shibby. This could be big. This is a huge turning point in this game. Big opportunity for Shibby. Laresha catches him as he tries to jump. Ooh, there comes that counter. Arsene in to save the day. Shibby patiently waiting out his opportunity, but Alvi holding serve and taking care of Laresha. Big opportunity as now Cyan against the world.
And Alvi's made this comeback before, but this is going to be really, really rough. Ooh, nice. Or not Alvi, excuse me, Cyan.
Cyancan looking for his opportunity here. No Arsene right now for Shibby. Oh, catches him
A
with
little bit
that
risky
up
with that up B, though.
Cheeky
really
stuff.
Gotta clean those up.
Ooh, he
dash
just
stacking
wall
on
put
both.
on everyone. That's the Smash version of when you clank your opponent's heads together in a comic book.
So this is the thing. His best option to kill right now is going to be either up smash or back air. They're like his least laggy kill options. He can't commit to like a down B or an up B. But Alvi is just so ready to punish anything he's going for. Now he's switching to Charizard, giving his teammate Arsene and a way bigger body.
Gets the grab. And I think Shibby wanted in on the action there, but Alvi just chooses to launch him deep into the night. Another stained glass window broken on the left side.
Yeah.
And great stuff from Shibby and Alvi to close it out.
I think he was trying to position for a team combo, but he's just like, you know what, I don't have to take the chance. I know this throw's going to kill. And it might even mix up their DI too, because he might have been trying to DI like the other direction looking for the team combo. I think he's going to be like back thrown or something. But yeah, they were able to clean that up. So now it is 2-2 losers finals if you're just tuning in.
Going to a decisive Game 5. Big opportunity here for both players, or both teams, I should say, to face off against Muffle and Eris in Grand Finals. Huge stuff there. What do Larissa and Cyancan have to do to close this one out? They had the lead. They forfeited the lead. What do they have to do to hang on this time?
It's so hard to figure that out. I think they just need to camp. I truly think they just need to camp. Maybe force Alvi to just like stay on Ivysaur and just like focus on like just side Bs that won't net them anything from mid screen, but they have to camp this team out. They have to. They have to camp this team out.
And here we go, Game 5 from GDEX Underworld. Shibby and Alvi rushing in early, but Cyancan able to meet him with these combos and just start juggling. More juggles than Ringling Brothers.
Are they closed down?
Yeah.
Didn't pretty much every circus except the Universe Soul Circus?
Yeah, that's why it's more juggles, because ain't nobody juggling anymore.
That's sad.
Only thing they're juggling right now is expenses.
Carnivals everywhere will miss them, I guess.
The carnival still exists. They're still at county fairs and
They
stuff.
shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, just
that's a hot take.
Just have a funnel cake pop up. Everything else is probably too dangerous. I don't really know.
Wow.
Those rides are from like 1912. I don't know. Either way.
And Larissa sending Shibby on a carnival cruise back over to the left, but he's able to make it back in this case.
I like the option right there, trying to cover both those get-ups with that up B out of shield, but they both were able to navigate around it, and Larissa's yet to make it back down to the ground. There you go. And the F smash lasts so long, can't really spot dodge it. Down B not going to kill quite just yet. All right. So now we're starting to see some Knight for Larissa, but I need to see Cyan play around it versus just shield it. You know, like you see Knights coming, you can just like jump up and throw out aerials to like cover the other options. But if you're stuck shooting it and it doesn't reach the opponent, then you just kind of give them free stage control, which they don't deserve to get in that situation.
And Alvi doing a good job of taking care of Larissa, pushing
here's the
this
grabs.
back to even.
This could be big.
Here we go. Arsene online, able to save the day a little bit, but Cyancan is ready. Ooh, Alvi coming in to help things out. Larissa content to just watch and wait and try and fire in some projectiles from afar. But here comes Shibby. He's not going to let him get away with that for long.
Cyan doing really well, only at his first stock, as well as Alvi, both doing a really good job of tanking. It's been about 2 minutes into the game now. Alvi not necessarily in kill percent outside of like a read or something like insane from his own teammate. But yeah, now we're starting to see more of those Razor Leafs.
Huge opportunity here. Oh, Shibby was waiting, and I think it might have distracted everyone as Cyancan was able to roar in and take care of Alvi.
Now,
Cyancan still on his third stock.
I want to say that in any previous Smash game, that would have been the stock right there, but because you can hold a charge for so much longer than you could before, he had enough time to get out the way, which is a great buff to doubles just generally. I really like how they've designed doubles in this game. It definitely feels a lot more balanced than it had been before, even though we do have one banned team.
Big opportunity here. Looking for this chance. Shibby has Arsene. He's trying to take care of Larissa and put him a stock up. Larissa lands in a dangerous spot, but a little bit of control from Cyancan, able to even things out and stop the bleeding just a little.
Dare to up smash. That was pretty sick from Larissa. Let's see how Alvi's going to clean this up. Larissa's at crazy high percents. Good job. Really tried to bait those defensive options. Kept running back and forth, begging for Larissa to shield, and as soon as they did, he got that F throw.
Catches him. Shibby knows he has an opportunity over on the right against Cyancan. Cyancan able to make it back to the middle, and Larissa comes roaring in to just clean everything up and throw everything off.
We did just see 2 switches, so Arsene is nearly full again. There it is. 3 switches, and Arsene was full. No one was actually interacting with Shibby at all.
And now Shibby just content to fire things away. He knows nobody can approach him. Nobody can touch Shibby at the moment. As now Alvi and Shibby have Larissa in there, and Cyancan not able to disrupt it as he's launched off to the left. And Alvi tried to take care of it, but he was met by Luigi charging in through midair.
Shibby looks a little nervous, just really letting these F smashes just fly, just begging for the blue team to run in, but they're starting to play more defensively, and that's That's what's important for them.
Safety
but Red Team is
first.
still up 2 stocks, so they need to take the stock right now if they want to stay in this. And almost killing his own teammate, not a good look.
Safety first. No OSHA violations from Blue Team so far, but Larissa is gone. Will they stock share? No. And that is why, as caught in the throes of the fire was Cyan Can. And Alvy was able to grab him, but he's able to roar back.
So worst possible situation for Blue Team for sure. Not only is he stuck in a 2v1, but he immediately filled that arson meter right before he got out there. So he had to fight Pokemon Trainer and a full arson Joker. Really, really hard to get through.
Very dangerous situation now for Cyan Can. It'll take a Herculean effort to make this one back.
Ooh, parrying the whiffed grab. That's smart. That's really, really smart.
Shibby has complete control. He's falling him off stage.
Don't go too wild.
Cyan Can able to make it back. And ooh, nice tether there to circumvent any opposition.
That actually was a spike opportunity. If Cyan had gone for it, that could have evened things up.
Shibby was able to just grab onto that stage and hold on for dear life.
I think Shibby needs to stay a little bit away from the ledge just in case. You don't want to give anybody any extra chances. And the ledge is definitely where things can get evened up quickly if you make a mistake.
Cyan Can doing a good job of hanging back, waiting for an opportunity. Should be able to get in, get that grab. Now here we go, trading spaces as they follow up.
Oh, so confusing too. You don't know who's going to be where, who's covering what, because they're both just dashing in between each other so quickly.
Awesome stuff. Oh, Cyan Can able to get a grab, but Shibby falls up with one of his own. And here we go.
S-Mash almost finished things off, but he was able to mash right before it came out, keeping him alive in this. Now we're about to see Arson again because he's got a whole bunch of percent that you can just give to him. There it is.
There it is.
Called it out.
Cyan Can staring in the face of danger, whiffs the grab, shields 2 F-smashes, and gets out of the way of another. Massive opportunity. Cyan Can refuses to go down without a massive fight.
I like the bait. Definitely trying to mix up his recovery options. That forward throw does it.
And for the second game in a row, we see it falter to just a Charizard grab and a launch deep into the night. Incredible stuff there. Awesome stuff from Shibby and Alvy. Alvy just able to get that grab and just launch him away. 2 games in a row. We had all the fanfare, all the pomp and circumstance, and in the end he just gets that grab and rugby tosses him deep into the night.
Yeah, there were only a couple of really tiny windows where he could have brought that into 1v1. While Joker was hanging off stage, he could have either looked for a dare or maybe even tried to go for that down B gimp that I don't know if Cyan is privy to yet, but when he was at the ledge and they were both just dashing into each other, I had no idea what move was going to come out, and I know he didn't either. There was no way. There was no way to know. So good job of them making their aggression not only safe but really, really confusing for Cyan to try to find a solution to.
Well, when that Zard, hits your body, when that Zard hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
I knew it. I knew you were about to do
Alvy.
that.
That's the
Alvy.
Just rushes right in, gets that grab 2 times in a row.
However
We
the
saw
song
Alvy
goes.
just close things out for his team. Excellent stuff. But he might have a harder time doing that against Muffle and Eris, who have looked nigh unbeatable at times.
Yes. Also, they do have a little bit of momentum coming in, winning that via Game 5. That always pumps me up when you win something to the very last minute. Muffle has been able to chill for a little bit. They won pretty solidly in Winners Finals and just been kind of relaxing, probably having some snacks. Like the veggie straws or the
Zesty. What else do we got?
Little muffins.
What was the brand on those again?
Entenmann's.
No, what did you say?
There's cursive and there's just a bunch of N's and M's.
I like how you use cursive as your excuse for pronouncing it wrong.
It's 2019. These fudge brownie. Yeah. I don't know why I threw them.
Yo,
to you
make sure you save me one, bro. I need to get me a fudge brownie.
Did not hear what you said properly. Right?
my boy Spooks is over there eating the bag. He is consuming the bag.
Bit straight into the cellophane.
He's catching that bag. But let me tell you who's trying to get this bag right now. Both of these competitors in grand finals. We saw Muffle and Eris close things out in winners in a 3-0 dominating fashion.
Yes.
If they can repeat that performance, they'll be going home with a lot of money.
Also, of course, at the end of this set, we're going to have singles coming up pretty soon after. A lot of great people to look out for. We have 3 of Ohio's best 4 players here in the building fighting for that $2,500 cash prize pot. So
I entered.
And Zach?
I entered. I'm there. I entered. I'm there too. We'll see what happens. But right now, so what is Shibby and Alvy? Shibby and Alvy got pretty much walloped. The last time they faced these 2 in winners finals.
It seems like they started using the strategy more in loser side versus winner side, so it's definitely going to be pertinent for them to go for it. And they might even have more chances just because Inkling racks up damage so quickly. So, he went to Cloud anyway though. He didn't opt to stay Joker. Wow, that's actually going to change things up entirely.
Interesting stuff there. See if he can execute on that limit. We haven't seen this Chibi Cloud too often, but perhaps he sees a matchup opportunity. Gets that up B and launches that Pikachu down into the ground.
Yeah, actually, you're right. We were seeing KO can play Cloud all day, and now we have a Chibi switching over, taking the torch.
Huge opportunity. He's really hitting these up Bs, and he's almost got limit. This could be huge if he can get it early. Solid footstool there. We're seeing some really great execution out of this Chibi Cloud early on.
It's also going to be hard trying to figure out like the optimal strategy for this, at least at the beginning, because if you try to 2v1 either one of these characters, they're both so quickly you can get broken up really easily, you know?
Huge opportunity here is now Alvi hanging out on that top platform, trying to find something. Nothing coming out of it.
Great
Muffle
F-smash punish from Muffle, though.
Just roars right in, and all of that fancy movement from Chibi was all for naught when he was met with a big squid smash.
Yeah, Muffle's playing great. Only about 100 on the first stock. Plenty of ink, too. Alvi falling with that forward air, trying to find and follow up with that up B, but just off the mark. He's got a little bit too much damage.
Chibi spiking him down into the ground. Eris able to make it back in this opportunity as now here comes Muffle rising in and right into that waiting F-smash from Chibi. Not quite what they wanted, excuse me.
Oh, my goodness. That was so much damage. Made a single mistake at the ledge, got buried and took nearly 50% over it, and is also covered in ink.
Big chance here. Ooh, Alvi whiffs the grab, and Eris there with the punish.
All right,
2 stocks up for him.
2 stocks, yep. Falling forward air almost does it.
Chibi and Alvi need to find something quick here. Eris able to not quite get on that F smash, but he does get the back throw. Is now Chibi in a very precipitous situation.
I thought that was going to be a team combo opportunity. He had him with the jabs, and it looked like Eris was ready for the knockback of it, but overextended a little bit too far and went for a fair. Probably tried to take
catch
him
with
stage.
thunder. This man is calling down more thunder than a meteorologist. Oh, but Chibi going down to his final stock here. Eris still with all 3. He's done such a good job of evading anything that might spell a kill.
Again, so much pressure, and Muffle is getting a ton of mileage out of this berry, even catching both people in that one. I didn't even get to see what killed right there, but now they're up 5 stocks to 2. So this is looking super good for Muffle and Eris right now.
Awesome stuff. Alvi needs to hang back and find something here, but he also knows he has to get this kill on Eris, who still has not faltered once.
Yeah, and Muffle's adapting to how often he's going for that up B too.
Eris finally losing a stock, but so does Chibi, and now it's Alvi against the world.
Yeah, 4 stocks. Oh, God, F-smash and a slap bomb. They are really covering every option that Alvi can come up with, it seems like. I like how frequently he buries his own teammate.
Muffle just burying anything in his path.
He just doesn't care, yeah.
It's like a Hoover vacuum cleaner picking up everything along the way.
Just like, uh-oh, something moved, and then just like buries it, just on site. It doesn't matter what.
Dust, prized family heirloom, that vacuum cleaner is going to pick up everything.
And earn anything, really,
An urn?
The things that come out of there.
Oh, no.
The ashes?
Not good.
You've never knocked over an urn, have you?
I don't think I've ever seen an urn.
Life must be good for Zach. Anyways.
But Muffle and Eris trying to earn a victory here as they can close out Alvi. Thunder calling in. Alvi's just staying alive here so far. 106, though. It's a precipitous situation as he's sure on the ropes. And the ropes. Oh, but he's still hanging on. Alvi just doing his best to prolong what seems like the inevitable.
Oh, and Eris just taunting, too, trying to get in his head a little bit.
Eris might be able to close this out. More taunts. This man is taunting freely.
He's waving around.
Alvi jumps right into a waiting ink bomb.
Ooh.
Tries to switch to Zard, but there comes Eris following him off stage and taking care of business. Dominating performance in Game 1 from Muffle and Eris.
See, the taunts don't hurt until you get dared after the taunts, and it just, that's...
But great stuff from Muffle and Eris overall. Closing things out. Eris smiling. I assume Eris is the one in the Pikachu hat, which is why he plays Pikachu.
Yes, there's Eris in the Pikachu hat. There's 2 Muffles, and there's Chibi.
Right. Eris looking like the kind of guy. Eris with a smile of a man that just taunted 19 times and then got the kill. Great stuff there from Eris, to be sure. And also from Muffle with great control. We saw Eris, though, not die for the first 2 minutes of that. Like, there were 3 stocks down from the other team before Eris lost 1.
Yeah.
Great stuff there from that team. And now we're going to see what Chibi and Alvi can do to even things out going into Game 2 here at GDEX Underworld.
Again, really using that superior mobility to, like, force them to track down these approaches. It's such a scary game to play trying to chase down a Pikachu because they're so much faster. Oh, so good at gimping, too. He actually might have been able to kill him right there. He stage spiked him down with the back air, but the up air actually brought him in a position where it was easy for him to tether. But that could have been really rough. That could have been a really easy first stop.
And now a big opportunity for Chibi and Alvi as they do have a touch of stage control, but Muffle doing a great job of removing that and taking care of business. A huge match there of Ink versus Arsene, and it's a push, but Alvi losing that first stock. Chibi has to hang on here, or they're going to be in the same hole they were in Game 1.
Yes, Muffle nearly gimping their teammate right there, too. Clever recovery from Eris, though, to make sure that they don't lose the stock lead. just yet at least.
Shibby knocking Muffle off stage. He is able to make it back with a good dose of patience. He must be a doctor. And here we go.
Nice combo coming from Eris. Yeah, Alvi's really seeming like they're under pressure. Even still kind of carrying the momentum forward from the previous game with that dare.
And Alvi doing a good job of taking care of business there on Eris. Even things out just a little bit. And now it comes down to who between Muffle and Shibby will lose this first stock.
Also, Alvi's been playing an offstage game with Eris that Eris has been winning, but Ivysaur Dare can definitely like change the tide to that.
We saw Shibby just try to down B. He tried to fish that counter like he has for most of this tournament, but Eris was patient, like a man that can, like, of course Pikachu can charge an F smash. Pikachu is made of electricity.
Right.
There's so much charge there already.
This is looking rough, yeah. They are pretty comfortably up right now, at least what it seems like. Muffle still in a pretty good spot on his third stock, taking a ton of shield damage from that Arson F smash, but still unwavering, throwing out the jab pressure and just keeping the aggression going.
A punishing counter from Shibby does nothing to Muffle. He does stay alive. I know he went for that dare. He tried to get something big. Knocks Alvi off stage, though, and it's a dangerous spot for Red Team, to be sure.
All right, baiting out the change. Muffle again playing so careful, and that back throw nearly kills. The Charizard switch is the only reason he stayed alive right there, so good stuff to Alvi. But then the F smash covering the roll, there's nowhere for you to go.
It doesn't matter how big or how much of a dragon you are, you're still going to be subject to punishment if you hang on for too long.
Muffle is not only still in this first stock, but still remembering the habits that Shibby was showing off in the previous set.
And Muffle on his third stock with all the momentum right now. This Inkling seems unkillable.
Good charge from Eris, too. Recognizing how often he goes to that counter. That's 2 in a row, just charging that F smash, just baiting that down B. Shibby's going to have to really change up their habits.
Muffle finally losing his first stock, but still massive advantage as they have huge 93 triple-digit insurance, and cash in that policy as Shibby is done for. A 2 stock advantage, excuse me, now for Yellow Team.
Again.
Alvi once again in just a horrible position. Doing his best by just trying to camp out. And his figures they can't kill him if they can't get in, but eventually something's going to have to happen here.
I know we haven't seen too many super wild team combos just yet. Oh, but sometimes you don't need them. Again, not mixing up the DI on that throw. We're seeing a lot of the things that, like...
looks for his opportunity, and there it is. Meeting him in midair as they were just walloped on him there. It was just pure, overwhelming nature.
Yeah.
Eris choosing to combo with himself by getting the grab into Thunder, sending him off into the distance, and then Muffle was ready. He just met him in midair and smacked him all the way gone.
So
Great stuff.
What we're really seeing is a lot of the same mistakes that, like, made it so that Muffle and Eris could take the first set still have carried over all the way into Grands. So now it's become this problem where, like, not only are they, like, playing really well, but they know the losing team's habits, so they're able to, like, super capitalize on it. Because that first set, it was really close. It was, like, last stock, last hit, the first 2 games. This time it's been 2-3 stocks back-to-back because it feels like they already have the download. Shibby and Alvi need to change how they react defensively if they want to stay in this.
Shibby and Albi just haven't had an answer for Muffle and Eris. We've seen in each game a different player on that team hold on to their third stock for over 2 minutes of the match. First it was Eris, then it was Muffle. If they can't kill Shibby and Alvi, they can't win. So we're going to see what they can do here. Going to Lilac Cruise. Someone's going to get launched into the stars. I think I see the Big Dipper in the distance as now Muffle and Eris trying to dip away at Shibby and Alvi's hopes.
Do you like astrology? Because you see in the clouds, that's what them stars, that mean you like a Scorpio. Them stars, no, I'm just playing.
Do I look
first game
like an astrologist or something to you?
I hate astrology and astronomy, but I hate them both.
You hate astronomy?
I don't hate astronomy. I hate astrology, though. Yeah, so Yellow Team is already up almost immediately, and they already have so much momentum going into this. Has got to just be so crushing for the Red Team.
One could say with the stars in the background, it's an astronomical lead early for Yellow as they are 2 stocks up and already Shibby running out of oxygen.
And then Shibby is already on their not only on their last stock, but already at 42% on their last stock, too. And it's only been 50 seconds so far. So Alvi's going to have to tank again. Alvi's done a really good job at tanking, and it's not impossible. But, boy, they are just absolutely bullying Joker right now. And it sucks because both those stocks were lost mad early.
And now Shibby just in a horrible position, and Alvi losing a stock. If Shibby loses the stock and they stock share, they'll be 4 down. Not what you want to see as Eris and Muffle look impermeable early on.
Shibby got the dash stack punish.
Alvi caught under the engines of the stage and somewhere caught in a reactor somewhere. Just couldn't get through. Unfortunate stuff, and Shibby loses the stock as well, as this could be Another decisive game 3, just like we saw in winners finals.
Lilac definitely doesn't seem like the play. They both did not take advantage of the stage. They both died incredibly early here. Not a 6 stock, though. He does get a stock. Let's see if he can get one more. Maybe if he's careful with these back airs.
Eris losing his first off, but Muffle and Eris have just gotten better as this tournament went along, and they seem to get better as a set goes along. And Eris tried to get fancy there, but he couldn't quite make it back.
That was the full commentator's curse.
Huge advantage here, as now Alvi just trying to make something happen, trying to play for pride.
Life-changing switch right there, too.
Maybe play for glory if he can pull off something truly incredible. Just trying to do his best, but Eris and Muffle are just closing in.
So much pressure. Maybe a dare? No.
Thunder comes out. Alvi able to survive. Looking for an opportunity here as they're just chasing him off stage. Predatorial. They smell blood in the water. Alvi tried to get a quick dare to close out Eris, but nothing going off of it. And there comes Muffle, muffling the hopes of Shibby and Alvi and taking care of it with a back air for the second game in a row and closing out this doubles tournament. Dominating performance from Muffle and Eris there. Incredible stuff. 2 3-0s, 1 in winners finals, 1 in grands. I don't know if they dropped a game all tournament. I didn't see the entire thing, but
winners,
they sure didn't in winners finals, and they sure didn't in grand finals. Great job by them to close things out when it matters most. Getting better just as the tournament went along, and when the big stage was there, they were ready to rise to the occasion.
And they also fully took advantage of a lot of that cruise, even though it was the other team's counter pick. They're like, oh, you're going here. They went for all-stage shenanigans as frequently as they possibly could and took at least 3 different stocks, like sub 50%. So they totally just sealed everything out.
Amazing stuff. Just complete domination from them throughout. They've earned their money. Muffle and Alvi. Great performance from them. And a great doubles tournament, so we've seen, and it's only going to get better from here as we're going into singles. No more teammates that you can rely on anymore. Nobody to save you. It's just you versus your opponent in a battle to see who's the best. This is GDEX Underworld. For Sai, I have been Zach Teep. I still am too. And we hope to see you in singles.
Yeah, we will be seeing you in a moment.
Won't be the same without you.
Also follow my Twitter. Welcome back to GDEX Underworld, the first Smash tournament we've had at Game Developer Expo. I am Sai. I'll be joining you solo for now. We'll have some more guests coming in and out a little bit later. But we're going to start Wave A of pools. Right now we have Dire Docs coming in. Looks like they're playing Piranha Plant. Yeah, we're going to have that match starting in just a moment. Kind of wonder. There's only so many Piranha Plants to like really look out for. Like there's Brood, of course, is like the main one in Japan. But honestly, overall, the character you don't really see that often. And we got Incineroar, another character you don't really see that often. So, gonna get this going. Yes, Red Bull. Yes. Okay. So starting off on PS2 as is tradition. We see Dire Docs immediately starting things off with that neutral B, a really good zoning tool. Looks like they definitely got a pretty good commanding of how you want to play against Incineroar. Just throwing out a lot of moves from a pretty good distance and like forcing Incineroar's approaches, as we're seeing right now. And now, due to that up being disadvantaged, now Dire Docs has a pretty good, that's a lot of syllables. They have a pretty good notion into like how they're going to react to pressure situations with that up B. So we can definitely see Doc getting a lot of free punishes over that. Looking for that side B. Doc's not going to give it to Freckles, though. Just going to keep the pressure up with these. Oh, wow, that was nice. Landing back air into F-tilt on the punish. That was smart. Almost breaking the shield, too. A lot of shield pressure in there. When you see that cloud, you kind of just got to, like, leave. Oh, no. Freckles broke their own shield. I don't know if that's an input error or... There. She broke her own shield. I don't know if that was an input error or if the control was just stuck there, but that's really unfortunate. Only 42% on Doc so far. Nice. Actually using the side B to get out of that situation. That was really clever. Chasing the landing down. Trying to catch Freckles with these jabs, but working out so far. A lot of pressure again with that neutral B. That spiky ball just does so much shield damage. Freckles trying to find a way out of this. Nice. Yeah. There's being outright zoned out by these projectiles. It's going to make it really hard for Freckles to get in there. Looking for these F smashes, but Dire Docs has just been really clean on their spacing. And the neutral B in the center stage, too. Good idea. Parry into the side B. Good stuff. Gets the vertical knockback, not the side. Another vertical side B right there. It seems like Freckles is maybe trying to wait a little bit and see if the horizontal knockback would kill later. Or maybe they're off on their timing. I'm not exactly sure which one. Oh, Doc's cleaning it up again with another back air. Giving them a 2-stock lead over Freckles. Let's see if she can find an answer to the situation. Nice. A lot of pressure was going on between neutral air and also the cloud. Freckles wasn't even able to see, but sniffed out the timing, got that F smash to take the first stock from Dire Docs. Landing again with neutral B, but Docs is just playing really patient and just like waiting for all these defensive options and just having a punish ready. Even with neutral B again. Yeah, it's really hard to get off the ledge when you have a really linear recovery, especially with a move as good as a Patui, which is the legal name of that move. Yes, I think it's bad, but that's what it is. Looking for the dash attack, but not going to finish it off just yet. Freckles still got one last chance here. Not gone quite yet. Up B out of shield. Really smart option, putting a lot of damage on Dire Docs. Going to recover back safely. Freckles not going for a crazy ledge trap. I stand corrected. Looking for that side B on the ledge get up. Drag down Nair. The F smash does not connect. And the up smash on the opposite side happens. What I haven't seen from Freckles just yet is any revenge callouts. That's going to do it for Dire Docs. Since Docs is throwing out so many like big moves, if you are timing things correctly, especially with stuff like side B, you can easily start to get some revenge and really shift the momentum over. But unfortunately, I don't think Freckles is ready for that. Dire Docs goes up game 1 with a 1-stock win. Let's see if Freckles can figure something out for the second game. Did show us some pretty good signs of being able to adapt when it came to how to react to the cloud. The first time their shield broke, and then after that they started actually getting punishes. They got an F smash, they got a side B out of it. So starting to respect the move a little bit less, which honestly might be the wave. You either want to like not respect it or you want to just kind of leave from that situation. Like it's really intimidating when you're in the cloud, but you can just leave. It's Plant's not necessarily like fast enough to fully catch you. All right, Doc is actually going to go Yoshi this time on Yoshi's, which is fitting. And that's going to change up what Freckles is going to like probably have in their game plan too. This is such a massive character switch. These two characters play so very differently. I can see a lot of combos coming from Doc too if their spacing is on point, because Yoshi racks up damage really, really quickly. and Freckles hasn't really been looking for revenge often. So I could see Dire Docs going like really, really aggro in this matchup. As we're seeing right there, yeah. With up tilt into whiffed up air. Another neutral beat, yeah. Doc is just like letting Freckles choose the defensive option, just getting free punishes. And that's not an angle that Roar can recover from, unfortunately, for Freckles. So Dire Docs again taking the first stock only at 40%. Starting to play a little bit more patiently, throwing out some eggs, but just truly just outmaneuvering Freckles is the big thing we're seeing here. It's also a really scary stage to be on just because Yoshi's so good with those up air chains, and this platform layout is going to make it even easier to get those. And the blast zones are close, too. Freckles has not been able to connect the hit. Oh, there we go. The F smash, and it nearly killed even from center stage because it's just got that much just base knockback. Thrown off. How are you going to make it back? All right. Oh, no. That avoided the possible fair that was going to come out. It would have armored through, but it sent Freckles a little bit too low to recover. So Dire Docs is up 2 stocks right now. Just throwing out these smashes, just trying to get what they can. Oh, no. That's an unfortunate suicide. And Dire Doc's going to take that 2-0 against Freckles. Well, that was just winner side, you know. There's always a loser side to this, so we can see Freckles on later. Surprise, here's Zach.
Hey, here I am. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I got rid of the hat because it was making me look like my head was being eaten by a black void. But now my hair's all messed up because
that is a really unique way to mention wearing a hat.
I mean, that's kind of what's happening, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
When you wear a hat, it's sort of like your head is being eaten by a void. It's
just like how this extra slim shirt is killing my torso, dude, to make me look extra slim.
That's why I wore a nice, comfortable hoodie that doesn't really fit me too great, but like, it's okay.
See, that's the meta. So what's funny is like,
it makes me look a little lumpy.
Let me give you some deets.
What's up, man?
So commentators that aren't famous go really hard and want to really do well and dress up. But the commentators that have made it, hoodie, sweatshirts, jeans, whatever.
Where do I fit in on that? My name's not even on the screen. I have a 6-figure job in esports, and I commentate stuff all over. And I show up to GDEX, and I don't even get my name on the screen.
You hiring?
Huh?
Huh? No. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to. I want a job too. Spread the wealth.
Push block is killing it, man. We love push
darn
block.
1%er over here.
We love push block out here, man. That's great.
We're raise your taxes.
We're all big push block fans. You guys are really pushing the block.
We are.
Whatever it is, whatever the block is, you guys are pushing it.
Push block.
That was a
push block party.
That guy got pushed around. That Skittles guy or Sniffles, what was his tag?
Her name was Freckles. And unfortunately for her, yes, Dire Docs is a competitive player. Yeah, so we have a lot of people in this event that most people are here just for GDEX, just enjoy the convention.
That's
of course,
not my Twitter. That's his old Twitter.
That is not.
Follow him. Yeah, follow his old Twitter. That's not me. That's not who I am. Oh man, this is going from bad to worse. But great stuff from Dire Docs there, to be sure. Excellent performance. Absolutely, definitely exciting stuff to see. Here at GDEX, we've got a solid mix of some top-level competitive players and then some folks that are, entering
kind of just here for the con,
Yeah, entering their first event maybe. They're here for the con, here to check things out. And sometimes you get some really surprising, solid performances out of them.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a good, fun learning experience. And shout-outs to all mid for providing that here at GDEX Underworld. Definitely.
Yes, correct. And we are also, again, there's all these indie games, there's all this cool stuff in like Artist Alley and all these things for people to like check out. So a lot of people just kind of wandered over. If you have a badge for GDEX, you actually have free entry into the bracket. And then, of course, the top 8 has a pretty substantial prize pool to pull from. That was a hard sentence.
Yeah.
Big prize pool to pull from. Of course. So we might even see some upsets from some of these players that haven't been as
active. Maybe they're not like around the core competitive community, so maybe they don't know about events, but they're still really solid players.
Yeah, and also Columbus is a great place. The convention center is great, but also if you are interested in like competitive Smash, pretty good place to be. There's a lot of really strong players that like float around here, and even the players that are further up north or south of Ohio tend to converge here too, just because it's right in the middle.
It's right in the center, so you can just pull up. It's a good centrifugal.
So you can get the best
area,
of pretty much all worlds.
Nice meeting ground for everybody. Currently, we have a man wearing Spider-Man pants playing against nobody on the screen. So
I think that's just called plaid, bro.
Is that not what Spider-Man does it not look like Spider-Man? That's Spider-Man red. That's Spider-Man black. That's Spider-Man gray.
Isn't every red Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
All right.
Spider-Man red, Spider-Man black, Spider-Man gray. We got Spider-Man up there wearing his T-shirt. Oh, I'm glad he's taking off this hoodie right now because we get to really see what his T-shirt is.
What's
This man's T-shirt
Scuba?
has like
Scuba?
dozens of colors. I think it says scuba, but like an orange. Is that an Inkling?
Scuba?
Is that like that looks like Inkling with feet? What is the character on the
I don't.
on the screen? Who
you
is
know?
that?
I might need to clean my glasses a little bit.
Right.
I'm
But
trying to see.
This guy
Show
is
us your
wearing
shirt.
so many colors right now. Like
Show us your
This
shirt.
guy's wearing so many colors.
What's your shirt
right
say?
now. It says
Chupa.
Chupa. I don't know what that means.
Like
I
the
don't know what
cabre?
chu-
Like the cabre?
yeah, like chupa as in cabre.
Cabre. Chupa cob.
We have
Chalupa?
the chalupa. We got a Taco Bell $5 box. Get the toasted chalupa cheddar chalupa.
Oh my God, that sounds so good right
Dude,
now.
doesn't that so good? I was gonna go get you more Fritos, man, but then I didn't. I'm sorry about that. So we have
Hey,
we
my
have
Fritos.
we have Jamage wearing a lot of colors versus the entire Greek alphabet.
Shut up. Yes, Alpha Delta versus Jamage.
You know, Epsilon is next.
Oh, you know who I see in the background? I see Fritos in the background. Shout outs to Fritos. Wish I had some Fritos, of course. I never asked him why his tag is that. And then we got
Yeah,
Colonies
actually,
coming up on deck too.
I would love Frito. I would love some Fritos right now. That'd
So
be
some players you see in the background are some competitive players that are pretty well known in the scene, and whoever Fritos is talking to must also be important because they're talking to him.
Yeah. And I see them. They're notably positioning themselves in the back to have
Yes.
the best view of the action.
They want to be Team Jamage, as it seems,
Yeah,
based
well, I
on their
mean,
seating.
it's good, yeah, because I mean, Jamage has his solid, I was gonna say fan club, but it'd be like a jam club, in
King
the background
Chupas.
there supporting.
I have
We
so many questions about that shirt. All right,
Yeah, what is a chupa?
It's got to be the thing from
As
Mexican
in
folklore.
Cabra. As in Cabra.
It's got to be for that. It's probably like some. Maybe it's an indie game. This is an indie game.
That's true. There
it
could
be an
be a
indie
game
game.
called Chupa,
We don't.
where you play
Sure.
play as the Cabra.
You can't tell me it doesn't exist.
It's true.
There's Flash games for everything. Oh, we got a snake.
Yeah,
Yay.
Snake and a Game and Watch.
Wait, change your tag, bro. Alpha Delta. Oh yeah, just change your tag.
Yeah, we're not gonna. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to go on there as Doc. I don't think this man's a doctor, and he doesn't want to.
That's my knowledge, no.
He doesn't do any doctoral things on screen.
Far too young to be a
We've
doctor.
got Jamage, who seems like the exact kind of person that would play Game & Watch, playing Game & Watch here on this screen against Alpha Delta. Let's get right down to it here at GDEX Underworld.
All right. Fun
Jamage.
fact, both these characters are... Snake was always in the meta, but Game & Watch, due to Meister, is being pushed really hard in the meta. Okay, Alpha Delta.
And Jamage rushing right in, roaring in, and just creating an onslaught, and it looked like Alpha Delta couldn't do too much about it as he falls in early stock. And now Jamage coming back with the exact same combo. More juggles than Ringling right now, just knocking him right up into the air.
He is stuck. I don't know if... Oh, now Alpha Delta's stuck. I don't know if Alpha Delta knows, but definitely got a free downbeat. Nope, now it's on the ground below them. And Jamage is really running away with this first game, considering the SD.
Jamage just rising right in. Alpha Delta with a point-blank shot right to the face. You don't see that every day. He lined up that Nikita, and he went ba-jam, ba-jamage.
Ba-jamage?
Jamage on Jamage.
That sounds like a really bad Big Bang Theory punchline, but yes.
And bazinga, here comes Jamage. Oh, he went for the 8, missed it.
You really did it.
Went for the 2. He's going for everything.
God, I hate that show.
We saw a point-blank Nikita. Now Jamage trying to kill him off the top. Ooh, but Alpha Delta falls victim to his own waiting explosive.
We've all been there. That happens to us all.
Not how you want to go, to be sure.
He is throwing those grenades so fast. He hadn't even activated
Alpha Delta throwing grenades so quickly that he runs out of grenades
that
to
B
throw.
button is getting destroyed right now.
I
Which
need
is a
someone
mark
to
of a
check.
snake player.
Someone check Alpha Delta's controller afterward. I don't think this man's going to have a B button.
He might just have 2 B buttons. He might just have a big B and a little B.
This
There's
dude's
no
going
A.
to have a crater where the B button used to be.
Yo, Jamage is getting lit up with these Nikitas.
But Jamage comes rising in. Oh, able to get just out of the way of danger there. And here comes Jamage. He's got full stage control.
No.
Alpha Delta tried to find a hidden passageway through the stage, but there was nothing there for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes you get freaked out and you want to air dodge, but this is not the game where you can do that.
Yep, dominating first performance there from Jamage. Taking care of Alpha Delta, getting rid of that first stock in 10 seconds. We're going to see what Alpha Delta can do to even things out. He was firing those grenades. That man was throwing more passes than the Cliff Kingsbury Arizona Cardinals, man. He was flying it all over the place. But in the end, there wasn't quite enough there, not quite enough momentum, as Jamage was just able to continue to use that up air and just the multi-hit of the up air to launch him up, and away almost a couple times.
I even saw Alpha Delta look at their controller like, yo, why we air dodging, fam?
Alpha Delta looked at the controller. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a live soundtrack. There's a band in the background here to play. And here comes Jamage, comes rising up. The stage is also rising up. We are going up and deep into the sky, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very dangerous situation for both players. We are watching the downfall of civilization live before us, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to say thank you for covering, because my brain shut off for like 20 seconds
Alpha
right there.
Delta just launched a missile right into the ground.
Right in front of the windows, too. Everybody can see.
Right. He's just trying to light up the night for everybody, even though it's the middle of the daytime.
Alpha Delta, no.
Alpha Delta might be able to make it back. He doesn't. And just for good measure, the stage also was going to kill him there, even if he did make it back.
Trying to find a place to hang out. Going for these fares, really wanting this fare.
Alpha Delta doing a good job of manipulating around the stage by using these fares as movement.
Jamage definitely seeming to take full advantage, really pressuring Alpha Delta to the walk-off part of this stage.
Jamage using the spacing on these aerials, hitting them very consistently. Great stuff so far.
Uh-oh. Shooting the key in the
waiting
wrong
for
direction.
something.
Ooh, up smash. There is a lot of hit stun on the beginning of up smash for you to like connect to the mortar,
and
but
Alpha Delta has no
long.
chance to make it back as the stage is moving on without him. You got to catch up. When the world turns, you have to turn with it.
You do. You got to adapt.
And Alpha Delta couldn't do it there. And now
we see the Odyssey floating around in the background, just having a good time.
Great parry from Alpha Delta there. Jamage tried to bring a big swing, and Alpha Delta was ready. Could have had a follow-up there. Nothing quite going.
Kick them in
gets
the
another
head.
one. Alpha Delta is just wailing on the top of this man's head. He's gonna have a concave temple at this rate.
Yeah, man.
And Mr. Game & Watch, if he wasn't flat, he'd really be struggling. Oh, just able to make it back. A waiting platform. He must have called in the reinforcements.
He was like, I need help.
He's like, someone please. I have a ticket.
Julie, do the thing.
Right. And whatever that platform is, I don't know the hydraulics of how that aerodynamically moves up, but Alpha Delta doing a great job of moving with it.
Now
he's still in the game, but there he goes. He said, Snake's like, oh, bro, I got a date. I got to go. Snake's like, I got a girl waiting down on the second floor for me, and the elevator ain't working. I got to go.
I got to go. It's a wrap.
We got to go.
Take the fire escape.
And
so Jamage is going to take that 2-0.
Jamage with a great 2-0.
Still wearing plaid.
Still wearing plaid.
Which is just plaid.
That's Spider-Man. That man is Spider-Man. Why are we calling him Jamage? That's Peter Parker.
Have you seen plaid?
That's Peter Parker right there. When I said that, he looked at me. He looked at me and he nodded because I don't think he knew what to say in response to that. I think it was the expression on his face was somewhere between thank you for your compliment and I'm going to kill you later. So I don't know which it is, but
you can't be that angry when you got a W though.
Yeah, you take that dub. Ain't nobody mad when you got a dub. Great stuff from Jamage there.
All right. So I've seen a few players that I know popping up in the background. There's TCMK. It stands for They Call Me King, but nobody does.
Nobody calls
Then
me
we have not one person.
Nobody. What do you say to me? Spooks, when you talk and there's no microphone, nobody knows what you said. All right. All right. Size struggling over here.
So Free Toes could also be up there next. Very strong player. Definitely soon to be on the Ohio PR.
Yeah, we've actually got a lot of solid talent here at GDEX Underworld. We've got Colonies down from Northeast Ohio. We've got Darkshad coming up as well. We've got everyone you've been mentioning, Fritos, TCMK. We've got a lot of solid players here. This is definitely a great turnout here at this tournament.
Yeah, there's a blend of people that are like just kind of experimenting with the game. There's a blend of people that like just straight up go to nationals all the time. Right, I see at nationals. We see at nationals.
Absolutely, we've got
partying and hanging out.
Yeah, we've got a great variance in competition here. A lot of solid players. This is definitely the place to be. It's GDEX Underworld.